What is up? What is up? Grace and peace, grand rising. Salute to everybody. It is the all signs reading today for the sign of Gemini. Let me close my window because the kids are out and they're making all kinds of noises. As you come in, be sure to hit that like button so this video can get up in the rhythm. Oops. You know what I mean? So I'm going to do a brief discussion, introduction again for those that are not familiar with the way I do my signs, my readings. I will be breaking down the readings by not only your sun sign, so shout out to Gemini season. Geminis are in the building. Where all the Geminis that come front and center. I know you guys be out there. For some reason, I got a lot of Gemini, a lot of air signs. I love it. So you're not just your sun sign, not just Gemini. You're also your moon sign. The moon was whatever sign was in the moon when you were born. You're also your rising sign. Sorry, guys. You're also your rising sign. So that's the sign that was coming up the horizon for when you were born. You're also your Venus sign. So Venus is about love for self, love for others, how you love, how you conduct yourself with love, and also money. The planet rules money. And so that's what I have. Hold on. Okay. Light this thing up for us. This Palo Santo. So you're going to hear some clicking noises. Hold on a second. All right, whatever. I can't light it up for some reason. I don't know if there's lighter fluid in here, but anyway, let's continue. Let's carry on. So so you're not just your sun sign. I also break down the reading by its elements. So like I just mentioned, Gemini is an air sign. So that's about communication. Gemini is ruled by the planet Mercury. So you'll hear terms like Mercury retrograde, and that is in regards to communication technology. Pretty much that's what it is. I ain't gonna give too much of a synapse. What else? So I will be breaking down the signs, the reading by the elements. So first up is going to be the air sign. So it's going to be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Then we're going to do water. I go by according to the next birthday of the calendar. So we have Gemini, and then Cancer will be coming up. So that's Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Fire signs, Leo's after Cancer. So Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. And then lastly, I'll be doing Earth, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus, because Taurus just had a birthday, and that was an air sign. Also, I discuss about the aspects of the signs. So in the air signs, you have cardinal, mutable, and fixed. And what that means, the cardinal signs would be Libra, Cancer, Capricorn, and Aries. Those are the cardinals. And they move a little differently from their other compadres, leaders. They're the leaders of the pack. They set things up. They set the stage. They set the precedents. Fixed signs are just kind of more, I would say stubborn, but they're immovable in certain things. They kind of wait a little bit before they jump on things. They're not going to be like the leader, which is going to, push through. And then you have the mutable signs. And the mutables are Pisces, Gemini. Who else? Sagittarius and Virgo. And mutable are the energy. It goes and fluctuates either way. So it can take on the energy of a leader, or it can take the energy of a kind of fixed, stagnant energy, depending on what their environment is, who they're around, right? So that plays a factor. So Gemini is immutable. Gemini is the twins of the chart, of the zodiac chart. Um, what else about Geminis? They get a bad rap for being two-faced, but it's not really the case. It's just that they're air energy, so and they're ruled by Mercury, so their mind is just all over the place. They think a lot. They're uh, very analytical. And so it's almost like, well, they just said this, and then they turned around and said that. Case in point, like Kanye, Trump, Tupac. That's a basic kind of thing about Gemini. So also, we just had a new moon in Gemini as well. So the moon and the sun were in Gemini. So there was a lot of energy of saying what you mean and mean what you say. Um, Thinking, but it could have been a little cloudy of what you're thinking, but I think things were becoming more clear for some people, especially if you had Gemini in your major four. And so that moon was, when did that moon happen? That moon happens on the 26th and the 27th. So we're just coming out of that new moon in Gemini energy. Now, what you can expect over the next couple of weeks with this new moons have to do with beginnings, again, setting the stage of things. So you can expect over the next couple of weeks a fresh mental reset and shift in perspective, new ideas, insights, and powerful conversations. Because again, that's air energy. So it is about communication. Unless there's a retrograde somewhere in there, and I will look to see. I don't know for sure. I think Mercury is going to be coming in next month. A strong desire to understand things more deeply, invitation to question old beliefs and assumptions, reconnection with curiosity and creativity, opportunities to begin again. And shout out to Brother Smitty, because I was on his panel last night and Sunday, and he's had some great conversations with questioning old beliefs and new beliefs, if you will, or new perspectives on belief systems, religion. So yeah, and so the invitation to question old beliefs is definitely, and that was in that new moon energy yesterday. So yes, we had a great time conversating about that. What else is here? So we also have Saturn. Okay, so on March 30th, Neptune entered Aries. And on May 25th, Saturn entered Aries. Aries is a fire sign. Aries is the cardinal. So I will jump into what the planet Neptune represents and what the planet Saturn represents, and how this will play out, especially for those people who have the major four, Aries in their major four. So Saturn has to do with reality and discipline, and Neptune has to do with dreams and spirituality. So that kind of what I was just talking about with the questioning the old belief systems, as it comes into Aries, as Neptune is in Aries, you will realize, because it was in Pisces, and Pisces, that's its natural sign. Pisces is ruled by Neptune, and there might have been a lot of questions in regards to spirituality, in regards to religion, um, regards to relationships, because as we dive in a little bit with the signs, I talk about Pisces a lot. Also kind of segueing in, as I'm talking about Pisces and Gemini dynamics, we just saw play out on mainstream, the the fizzling of rappers Remy Ma and Papoose, and they're both married. She's a Gemini and he's a Pisces. So the dynamic there, I mean, I can go into that when we hit Gemini and Pisces. Okay, so let's go back to Saturn is reality and discipline. That is like also karma. So some things could come back to kind of haunt you, or you not haunt you per se, but something you have to face. You can't run away from it. If it's resurfacing again, this is something you have to face. What lesson did you learn the last time that Saturn, sat Where was it at? It didn't say where it was at last. I think it was in Pisces. So for the first time since 1703, these two slow moving planets begin a new 36-year cycle. So that's pretty intense, to say the most. Um that's a lot. That's all I can say. That's a lot. Because from 1703 to 2025, that's how many? That's about what, 300 years or so? Let's see. Hold on. Let's do the calculation here. Listen, Susan. You want to send messages to be despiteful. See, here's that Gemini communication, people. When you speak your mind, some people, they don't like that. And so it ruffles their feathers when you talk about certain things. Okay, so let's see, 1703 minus 17. Oops, go back 17. So that was 322 years ago that Saturn sat in Aries. Okay, so a lot of stuff. I think there was some wars going on. A lot of major events were happening 322 years ago. So that's something to keep in mind. And now that Saturn and Neptune, Saturn specifically, because it has to do with discipline, as I just mentioned, and reality. So things are coming to the forefront. And Aries is the sign of war. It's ruled by Mars, and that's the planet of war. So, a lot of things to take into consideration. So, together in Aries, they spark spiritually aligned action. We move from passive idealism to courageous embodiment. Okay, so that was in regards to how both Saturn and Neptune play a part. Saturn leaves Pisces and enters Aries. Since March of 2023, the Lord of Time has been in Pisces, leading us on a journey of emotional and spiritual maturation, challenging us to find ways to live in alignment with spiritual values without neglecting the practical realities and responsibilities of the human life and the 3D world. And it's so that hits really head centered, because as I was telling you that I was having a conversation on Brother Smitty's channel, Brother Smitty's Corner, and on YouTube. And this is the exact same thing that I was having. I was having this revelation the past couple of days, because it was sparked by a dream slash visitation that I won't go into at the moment. But it's like reminding me about certain things, and letting me know that you're still physical, although you're having this spiritual um uh, you're what they say, if you believe or subscribe to incarnations or reincarnations, it's the spirit having a human uh moments, an interaction, if you will. So now that Saturn is leaving Pisces, it's okay. It's Pisces is spiritual, and it's sitting in that, in with Neptune, it's combining itself together. So now that it's in Aries, it's more of this reality, wake up call, this reality, like, okay, yes, you can be up here in the spiritual world, and that's great, and that's good to tap in and everything, but now it's time to get focused. Now it's time to get centered. How do you apply what you know in the spiritual world into the physical world? Like, we can't all just, especially like people who are coming into their consciousness, their awakening. There's a lot of things that is the oohs and the ahs, and it's like, oh, okay, and they're fascinated, and they want to know it all. They want to get involved in the esoteric. They want to get involved in the occult. They want to know all this, metaphysics, and that's great, and they should. But some of it is really instinctual with some of us. Like, I think just for you to remember certain things, you may need to go into a book and read a little bit so you can have your like, oh, aha moment. But for some, it's like that light switch just clicks off in you and you operate and move differently. And it could be at certain times of your life. It could be in certain circumstances that bring these jolts of reawakening into the consciousness, right? So with Saturn in Aries, we'll experience a powerful energetic shift and begin a brand new cycle of growth. Saturn asks us to rise, to act with integrity, and to make choices aligned with long-term visions. So applying that intuition into fruition and making things happen in the quote unquote 3D world, in the human life, right? Applying these practical realities and responsibilities, because that's what it is. That's why I was like, it's not like it's responsibilities that you have to do. And because you're this physical thing, you can't operate. There's certain limitations that you have in the physical. Now, if you're in the spiritual and you're meditating and you're in the astral world and the spiritual world while you're sleeping and things of that nature, then yeah, you could do certain things. You can move differently. You've been allowed to get into certain places you couldn't be in the physical. And sometimes you will be presented the physical place, which is called what they call deja vu. So, you maybe a year from the dream that you had, you bump into the place that you actually saw in your dream. I've had that experience last year. Makes sense in 2023, March of 2023. And then my father passed away unexpectedly that year as well. Right after, the month after that, Saturn was leaving Pisces. So where was that? Not leaving Pisces. Yeah, leaving Pisces, right? So since March 7th, 2023, which is Pisces season, and my father passed away April 29th, 2023, unexpectedly. He was a Pisces as well, right? And it's the Lord of Time. And it had been in Pisces. Saturn had been in Pisces, and Saturn was it's this karma. So there was a lot of stuff that me and my dad were like spiritually wrestling with, and just try to do some things, and it wasn't working. And he just was like, I'm just a human. There was some supernatural things that we were trying to do and combat and stuff, and it was like, nah. You are up against the Lord of Time, and there's some karmic shit that's happening here. My father passed away right in the Scorpio eclipse energy as well, and Scorpio is about death. So a lot of stuff, like, man, it's a lot of stuff there. So all right, let's go ahead and get into it, because that was that. There's not much else to discuss as far as talking about the readings. So we will go into Gemini. Okay. And make sure to, besides liking this, share it out to people that may be interested in hearing about their zodiac sign. This energy will be just for the Gemini season, and then we'll be going into Cancer season the end of June. So make sure to share this live out to those that may be interested. I will be doing the readings, but if I need to clarify, I'll do that, and I'll also be incorporating a romance reading as well, and then end all the signs, all the elements with a wisdom oracle. Also, wanted to just make this clear as well, because I put it in my comment section, in my community section. The calendar is closed for private readings now. I also put that on my Instagram. My son was cracking up. He's like, "Mom, you're funny. You closed out the readings." I'm like, yeah, I said there was only a certain amount of time. I'm closing it up. I got things to do over the summer. And yeah. So I may open the calendar back up in the fall. So be sure to definitely check the community section or the post section. Now they changed the word to when I will, if and when I happen to do it a little earlier, open the calendars. But I think more so like September, September, October is when I'll most likely, maybe the end of September is when I'll open up the calendar again, and then you can book your reading. your private reading with me, you just go into the website and you can get it there. Tomorrow is the official last day, but the calendar is full and it's booked, it's closed. So yeah, sorry. I forgot what her name was. She was like, oh no, I keep missing it. And I was like, oh man, I'm sorry. But I already have more than my share for tomorrow up there in the calendar section. And I'm only allotted a certain amount of time. And I don't want to burn myself out just banging out reading after reading. I'm not that type of person. So I just like, no, man, I gotta space it out. I gotta space it out. So thank you for those that did book private readings with me. I started it back in April, and I appreciate everybody that came through and supported and wanted to get their reading during that time frame. But yes, please be sure to check back in the community section or the post section of when I will reopen up the calendar again. But after tomorrow, that's it. No mas, finito. I'm not doing the private readings. Sorry. All right, so Gemini. T is in the building. Salute. Thank you, my brother. Much love to you as well. Let's go with Gemini. Let's get Gemini here. So we're just going to get some clarification. Remember, I'm reading for your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus. So if the Gemini message is your sun sign and it's not making really too much sense for you, is not resonating, check out what the moon sign is. Check out what your rising sign is, because those might be hitting a little bit more home for you. All right, so Gemini, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. You, let's get what we're going to find out about you guys, for you guys. All right, so I ain't really shuffle too much either. Let's just see really quickly what we have for you, Gemini, for your birthday season. All right, Gemini, what do we have for you guys? Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. All right, so what do we have? That's just too much, you guys. No, we're not taking that. I don't care if it's your birthday or not. I'm not being that generous. Wanted to have 3 cards out. Listen, I'll take 2. Because it's your birthday. It's your birthday. Go shorty. Oh, yeah. All right, you know what? Because you're being feisty, we'll take the 3 cards. Like I said, it's your birthday season. So what do we have here? We got the sun card. The first card showing up is the sun card. Very nice. Anytime a sun card shows up in your reading for anybody, that is a positive sign. You got walking away here, number 27, breaking down to 9. All right, so endings. And then the last card is community, or for me, I read it as spiritual, your ancestors or your spirit guides. And that's number 7, highly spiritual number there. So Gemini, you could be walking away from family. Like this could be a physical thing. There could be some type of intuition that's nudging you to let you know, like, listen, it's time for you to get going. It's time for you to leave. You may have, or if this is a Gemini parent, you may have a child that's like, listen, I'm leaving the house. That's fine. It's okay. Or you are a Gemini young adult that's finally like taking the reins and moving out. Or you could be moving away from a relationship where it's time for you to just walk on by. Foolish pride is all as I can say. So yeah, 8 of Cups is just that energy of leaving things behind emotionally. So you could be emotionally, when it's dealing with family or friends or a lover or parents, children, it's going to be emotional, right? It's going to be emotional. So let's just see what's going on here. You also have bottom of the deck, Archangel Raphael, the 4th chakra there. So that's the throat chakra. So yeah, and Gemini season. So you could be telling somebody, listen, I gotta go. Or somebody's leaving the house. You know, they're finding their way. And like I said, this could be a child. Why is my throat chakra acting up? Right? But this is nothing. It's like, it's not personal. It's personal because it's like family. Or this could be a partner, But at the same time, it's like it's not personal. You got to find your way. You have to find your path with this sun card here. That's one. It's finding the way. All right. So it's like it's not personal, but you know. So let's clarify a little bit really quickly and see what's going on here with all this walking away. I'm getting a lot of walking away because this card, she's just like trying to talk to me. So this could be somebody that's a spouse that's like leaving their house, leaving their dang, somebody's leaving their family behind. Like it's like that. Okay. Listen, I'm not here to judge. It might be just, or you could just be like needing to just leave, go to family's house, take a break. All right, clarifying that. Yeah, Four of Wands in reverse. Definitely has to deal with family. And this could be most definitely having to do with a spouse. We got the Eight of Swords, middle of the deck. So this is that. Wow. Oh, and then the Knight of Cups, bottom of the deck. This could be definitely a relationship. It may not be a marriage, like, yeah, oh, we got lovers right underneath this, guys. Oh, and then the Ten of Wands. So it's not really like a legal marriage per se, but you probably been living with this person for quite some time, maybe 4 years. Could be 9 months, 9 years. And somebody's just like, I've, pretty much had enough. This is, I don't know, this is not what you signed up for, but whatever the case, Gemini, your ancestors, your family, your physical family, and your spiritual family have your back with making these kind of moves. All right. I mean, it is what it is. We're not going to sit there and dissect it too much. All right, let's move on to your romance then and see what's going on there. Because by golly, and then lovers is the Gemini card. So you just like out. My beauty queen's in the building. Yeah, and we were talking about I think we were talking about the Papoose and Remy and how she's a Gemini. So just as we were mentioning, and that was over the weekend, that's that energy of the new moon. So discussing relationships, discussing old beliefs and things of that nature. Like what, maybe some people don't got challenges here. Past lives, middle of the deck. Some people are not going for those old beliefs and ways of like their grandparents or their parents, where it's like, oh, you got to stick it out, throwing it. And some people just like, listen, I'm not you. Like, I'm not y'all anymore. Like, this is me. This is a different time. This is a different time. So your love, your romance card says challenges. All true soul connections involve challenges that can overcome together. So, I mean, Gemini, I don't know if you want to make this work. I really feel like you just need to be on your own by yourself, or you're leaving like your parents' home to move in with somebody. All right, these are your steps. You got true love here, bottom of the deck. It comes when you least expect it. Let's see what else is here. Let's clarify this challenges. So, I mean, do what you gotta do. Yeah, and your guardian, water sign, middle of the deck. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, you could be dealing with a water sign, bottom of the deck. Let go. Okay, so I don't know how much more I could tell you, Gemini. It says make room for new beginnings on its way to you now. So clarifying this challenges is the guardian, a lost loved one watches over you. This is confirmation about these spirit guides right here. So you got your guardians watching over you. So have no fear when you're making your transition to something new, that your family is there watching over you. They're helping guiding your steps. All right, Gemini. So that's what I have for you for your birthday season. I like it. It's not all doom and gloom. I mean, you may be feeling sad in some ways of leaving people behind, but that's how we grow, That's how we grow. Okay, let's move on to Libra. Red Illusions in the building. Salute. So Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. That is the cardinal of the air signs, and they are the diplomats. They are the thinkers as well, and the analyst in the group. Um, where we had Gemini as the mutable, and Gemini energy kind of like just goes in two different directions. Libra is just going straight ahead, moving straight ahead, and they're just not really seeing the blind. They have kind of sometimes the blinders on, right? When there's a cardinal sign, it's I see them with the blinders. It's like they don't really see what's outside of them. Some of them, if it's a Cancer card, Cancers, you see it all because you are the empaths. And Libra, word on the street with Libra is y'all get busy. So, some of these signs are a little overt. They're a little more flirtatious. They're a little more, they're known. This is not just me making this stuff up, but they're known in the zodiac as the the people that, be getting down like that. And I was like, okay. I'm just a messenger. Please don't shoot me. So Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what's going on for you guys for Gemini season. What is going on for you guys? Okay, so you have here in the garden 30 breaking down to 3. So the star card, full energy here, bottom of the deck is the storm warning. Ooh, okay. So healing, Libra, you may need to go inward. Like I said, you guys will have the little blinders on and not really seeing outside the box. You're being asked during Libra season to go within, tap into that intuition. There's something there that's asking for you to pay attention. Smell the roses, literally get out there and get one with nature. There could be, you may be having some internal turmoil going on. So with this storm here, bottom of the deck, and this garden and the gate, you just could be having some internal, toiling back and forth. Which way do I go? What do I do? So let's see. Let's clarify a little bit more. Let's go into that with this. Whatever it is, it's asking for you, Libra, to start. I feel like I have all this kind of hair on my face, my cat. It's asking for you to start again, start anew, start afresh, as we just left this new moon in Gemini energy. But having to go within, not so much where Gemini is like physically taking off and leaving. You, my friend, need to go within and sit with that energy, sit with this. You can't take flight because you're an air sign. So you can't do this time around. You really need to get centered with yourself. I think the last time we had a reading, it was saying the same thing, that you guys needed to get centered. So something might be outside of you, distracting you, trying to take you off your course. It could be people, could be places, but this could be you. You could be doing your own self-sabotage. So I'm not going to try to put anybody in the under the bus. This could be very much so you self-sabotaging yourself, Libra. Because the full card energy is Aquarius, and they're by themselves. They're going on their journey by themselves. So you could be the one doing this to yourself there. So let's clarify, why is this gate and garden? You may need to close yourself off to some people. Yeah, you're letting what they call energy vampires get to you. You may not even know it, but know that when you are around certain people and when you leave them, you feel drained, or when you're talking to them, you feel drained. So that is probably what's going on, and you're not realizing it, but I'm here to tell you that that's what it is. The 10 of Wands, clarifying this in reverse. Yeah, you got to drop some. things that are distracting you, some people, some places, some Six of Pentacles and the Page of Swords here. There's a lot of I don't know if it's childish behavior, or you could have children, or you are the child where there may be just a lot of responsibility, but you can't do it all, Libra. So you have to just kind of pick and choose your battle. Like, what is it that you're really going to carry on? What is it that you're really going to take with you that's going to make a difference? And the Wands is fire energy, so it's in Aries. That's Aries energy. So we have Saturn in Aries now. We have Neptune in Aries, and Saturn is the planet of time, Lord of time, karma, and responsibilities, discipline, reality. So you got to get real with yourself and get real with who you're going to have around you. What are you going to have around you? What are you putting who are you putting your energy into? The responsibilities, if you are a parent, we could do but so much as a parent with our children. It's like you can discipline them as much as possible, and they still do whatever they want to do. That's kids, right? So it's just figuring some things out, but you have to go within, Libra. Okay, you got to just get centered with self. Maybe doing meditation, maybe going outside and taking a break and leaving. Like, listen, I'm gonna go run to the store, and you run into the store as you go into the park and just sitting for like 5-10 minutes and collecting your thoughts and really figuring some things out. You may even need to write some things down, like get a planner and just start mapping out your life and planning out what it is that you want to do, and who are you going to really start dealing with, because I feel like there's people around you that is just draining you. It could be relationship, but it's just in general. I think you might be putting yourself, as an air sign, you may be putting yourself too much out there in the world, where you're not paying attention to your responsibilities, to your own reality. You're paying attention to the other realities. It's like, listen, stay focused. All right, let's move into your romance. Let's see what's going on here. So we got feelings. Take time out to explore the deep emotions you're experiencing. You see? Confirmation. You're being tested. Your strengths and weaknesses are being tested. Middle of the deck. And love conquers all. Bottom of the deck. It could be loved ones that are testing you. That's what family does. They test and try you. But you got to get to your feelings, Libra, because you're so like out of your feelings. With that air energy, you're thinking so much, but you're not realizing that you're doing harm in for yourself, not to others. Like you're letting other energy manipulate you and take you outside of yourself, if that makes sense. So bringing it back, getting centered with yourself, having these powwows with yourself. You probably can't talk to anybody, so you gotta talk to yourself. Start getting centered. Okay, that's all I can say. With this feeling, you also may be feeling like you want to take on the world and like help everybody and stuff. You just can't. You're just one person. Communicate, compromise, forgive, and get it out. It's clarifying this feeling. That's Gemini energy right there. Middle of the deck is honeymoon, right? Honeymoon phase. So this could be a relationship, but you need to take a break is what I'm getting from that. And let go. You too got to let go. Gemini is telling you, let go. Okay, make room for the new beginning. It's on its way to you. That's what I have for you, Libra. You gotta let it go. I'm listening. I'm hearing Mariah Carey's song. Just gotta shake it, cause the loving ain't the same, and you keep it in your games, and you something. Yeah, listen to that song. That's from her Mimi album. Okay, Aquarius. Let's move on to you guys. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. One of my other favorites. This is one of my top favorite signs. Yes, I'm biased because I'm a Aquarius rising, but I vibe with the Aquarius energy. So Aquarius is the fix of the air signs. And so while it's an air sign, it can be fixed. This energy, this air energy can be sitting there stagnant. Aquarius is the humanitarians of the chart. They also are spiritually inclined because they are out there. They're the water bearers, and they are ruled, if I'm not mistaken, by Saturn. Shep. They know how to pull it in, get right, even if they're up there in the stratospheres, in the celestial world, wherever. They know how to come back and get centered. They just may need a little help, but they know how to do it for them. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what you guys got for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oh, that was quick. So, broken heart, number 9, or the Three of Swords, broken heart. Middle of the deck is the man holding a coin, King of Pentacles energy. So that's earth energy. And then you got thinking man here. Okay, so Lord, so this is you showing up. All right, we got 46 breaking down to 10. I need to open my window, guys. I'm sorry. I'm like sweating up the storm here. I put my fan on, it made me mess the sound up. Okay. So Aquarius, you got broken heart. Who broke your little heart? Tell me all about it. Why they did that? We fighting. So let's clarify what's going on here. Aquarius. Somebody might not be like you may not be on somebody's level, so you just gotta let it go. Gemini season is being very spicy. Gemini is telling people, like, listen, if it's not fitting, if it doesn't fit, you must have quit. And I mean, listen, I like that energy. Sometimes we need something a little spicy to wake us up. Some of us are a little complacent, content, comfortable. Taurus, that's a Taurus energy. That's a Cancer energy. Where you just are comfortable. And sometimes you need this energy to shake you up out of whatever it is you're going through, and keep it pushing. Now this is hidden home because, like I said, I'm an Aquarius rising, and that broken heart, my heart is definitely broken. My heart is definitely broken. My grandma just passed away a couple 3 weeks ago. And I was I'm not her sole care provider, but I tended to her. And she died like 2 days and 2 years after my dad. So it's just a lot. And then just the way families handling these deaths is just like mind blowing to me. Like, I'm just like, my heart is on my sleeve. And I'm tired of keeping it there, but that's just the nature of who I am. Like, if I remove it, I become bitter, and that's not me. I can't like grow if I let all this and I'm not going to say hate, but it's almost close to it. So Aquarius, I get you. You may be tired of being there for people, being that ear to listen, and it's just breaking your heart because the people don't show up for you the way you show up for others. Or you might not be showing up for somebody and they're just like, we don't like this. You could be dealing with another air sign as yourself, Gemini, Libra, maybe a Gemini. I'm getting more Gemini energy. Let's clarify what's this broken heart. That's number 9. So that has to do with ending. So, it is what it is. We'll bounce back. We always do. But it's like, damn, do you like family? Like, I mean, friends will do weird shit and you just be like, okay, But when it's your flesh and blood, and they're doing weird shit, or maybe not even flesh and blood, but it's family, and they're like doing. You're like, I didn't see this before. But death has a way of showing people, especially showing me who people really are. Like, okay, then, all righty. So let's see what's going on. Why is this broken heart here? Yeah, see, did I not mention Taurus? So it's Hierophant here. All right, so you could be brokenhearted by a Taurus, the relationship. All right, we got the Hierophant here clarifying what's this broken heart. Yeah, this is a traditional relationship. Ten of Swords, middle of the deck, and the Hermit card, bottom of the deck here. It's isolation. You may have to go into isolation mode. So you and Libra need to go into hermit mode. Let people see, when your physical self is not there, people are going to really look. Your light, when the light is no longer shining for these people, they're going to be like, what happened to Aquarius? Well, you figure it out. You figure out what the F you did that hurt Aquarius. We have no time. This is where I'm not explaining anything, even though we're in Gemini season, and yes, we should communicate. But me personally, especially, and I have a Taurus moon, I'm enraged right now. My anger, I guess that's part of the mourning process. Like, I'm not like mourning. Grief has 5 stages, the 5 stages of grief. I'm in the anger part, and I'm not angry because she passed away, I'm angry in the way that my dad passed away unexpectedly, but I'm just angry the way people are showing up. And it's not allowing me to be anything else. Like, I'm not in denial because I know these things will happen, but I'm just like, maybe I'm in denial with family. Like, I can't believe folks is like this. But I can't talk right now because they say do not disturb the bull in the china shop because the bull will destroy the whole thing. That's so Aquarius, you might be feeling like this. You might be feeling like, I can't talk right now because if I talk, I'm going to spaz out. You need some time to relax, really think about these things, or just not explain and go out. And because Aquarius, you like to go away, and nobody, they'll be like, 3 days later, what happened to Aquarius? Wasn't Aquarius just with us? Yeah, Aquarius is taking a time out. So you just got to do what you got to do. Okay, and that's Hierophant. This is a learning lesson. Your Saturn is in Aries, so definitely this is a learning lesson. Okay, this is reality coming to set in. You didn't see things the way it was, and now you're really seeing it for what it is. 5 has to do with changes, has to do with conflict, confusion. So, you could have been confused about somebody's actions. And now you're like, oh, I can see clearly now. Or somebody, this could be you, Aquarius, breaking somebody's heart because you got this little punch with you, not physically, but there's this sting to Aquarius for some reason. And that's not like a Scorpio, but it is like a Scorpio. It's that fixed energy, but it's just, you get to that point, you're like, enough. All right, so relationship, romance is telling us to give it time. Everything in divine time, let things flow. Interesting. All right, middle of the deck is gambling. Problems with addiction or gambling, bad finances. Somebody, but this is more like not even so much like the gambling of finances or something like that, but I feel like somebody's gambling on you, Aquarius. Because it's like you're there. And then when you remove yourself or you tell people how it is, they're like, whoa, I didn't see that coming. So it's like they didn't bet on you. They didn't bet on you retaliating or reacting this way. I don't want to say retaliation. If you got to retaliate on mofo, do what you do. All right. And bottom of the deck is vacation. So yeah, taking that hermit, you may literally need to go on a vacation to just clear your mind, get away from these mofos that are just messing your headspace up. Okay. Get some crystals as well. My recommendation would be the amethyst. All right, that helps with the whole spiritual aspect, and clear quartz. Why? Because this man is holding some crystals in his hand, thinking, and crystals are conduit. So you can get this. So here's clear quartz. This is the granddaddy of the crystals. Even if you just get this one crystal and you carry it around with you and let this energy be one with that energy, it's good. All right, let's see what else is here with the romance. Give it time. Give it time to grow, to nurture. I don't know. You may need to step back from a relationship. Like I said, this could be with a Taurus, or it could be with another air sign, Gemini. You may need to just step back from this and just see things for what it is. You just are like the Incredible Hulk. You're seeing green right now, and it's not of jealousy. You're about to Hulk out. And before you do that, you got to pull yourself back. All right. Like, what did Bruce, what is his name? David Banner say to the doctor, Mr. McGee? He said, Mr. McGee, you wouldn't like to see me angry, right? I don't know if some of you are old enough to remember the Hulk show on TV. But you wouldn't like to see me angry. So sometimes you're sparing somebody else from your wrath. All right, what do we have here? Moment. Think of a special moment that brought you joy, that brought you much joy to your partner. No, but this is you. You need a moment, Aquarius. We got yin and yang here. So middle of the deck, bottom of the deck is commitment. Yeah, you're in a relationship, but I mean, I don't know. Like, we're seeing things for what it is. Whether it's a relationship with, your boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse, or it's a relationship with the family. Like, seeing things for what it is and just removing yourself away and having some clarity, some moment, some you time. All right. So that's what I have for you, Aquarius. All right. I'm rooting for us. All right. Your wisdom oracle for all the air signs there. 100%. Focus is in the building. Salute. Thank you. I learned Aquarius moons are the most turbulent. Ooh, really? I could see that because that energy is like very, very feisty. And Princess Diana, Marilyn Monroe. Oh, Nixon was there? Britney Spears. Yes, see, Britney wild out. You see, that's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta pull back. You're gonna start hulking out. And remember, Diana was getting feisty too. She was getting tired of the damn paparazzi all up in her face. She was about to fight all of them. So that's perfect example of why Aquarius needs to just pull back. Whether you are Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, during this Gemini season, because you are in a fellow air sign, you may hold out. So to save others from that, what are you going to do, Aquarius? Move back. Okay. Stay with me now, Aquarius. What we gotta do? Move back. Move far away from these people. Remove yourself from the table and go sit. Get a takeout and sit at home. All right, so let's see what the air signs need to know for their wisdom oracle. Okay. All right, Gemini, because you still want to be greedy. So you got two cards here. We'll take it because, air sign, Gemini's birthday. You have the Fates, Fates, 17 breaking down to 8 because that karmic. And you also have milk and honey, 51 breaking down to 6. Reciprocity. Middle of the deck is to be fair in reverse, Libra energy, and by the book. Yeah, we're not doing things by the book. Everybody in the air sign, you guys are like, listen, we're not what we used to do, or we're not doing what our families used to do. We are going to be spearheading and doing our own thing. But know that this is like really spiritually guided for you guys, as we got the rainbow here and the fates. That is this how do they say with the rainbow? It's this not commitment, but there's this promise, for better lack of words, in the spiritual world that things are going to be all right. And you only have we got 3 weeks in with Gemini season. It's going to be spicy, but once that energy kind of settles down and we move into a water element, and we have Aries there, Aries, water and fire, they kind of purify and cancel out. So it's not going to be as spicy the way it is right now. So things will be calming themselves down, but know that everything that's happening to you is fated. It's destiny. Yes, I know it's cliche, but it's destiny. It's supposed to happen because we're in Saturn, Aries, and Saturn is what? The ruler of karma, the Lord of time. So these are the things that we have to do now so that the next cycle, 36 years later, we're not doing the same thing. Some of us may not be here that long. You know, I'm gonna be a half of a century next year. So I don't know. My time is, once I hit that 50 mark, it's like, all right, air sign. So that's what I have for you. Know that it's fated. You know, something's coming back for you to realize. You're not going to be doing the same thing that you used to do. And this is luck. Luck is on your side. If it is gambling, just know if you're going to be playing you doing the craps or whatever it is that you're doing, Aquarius, if you're going to go out to the gambling spot or get some lottery tickets, you'll be lucky. You'll be lucky. Okay, who's next up? Water signs. As we speaking of water signs. Sun, moon, rising, Cancer. Cancer is the cardinal of the water signs, and they are ruled by the moon. So they're intuitive. They are the mother of the zodiac, the leader of the pack. So Cancers get this bad rap of being crybabies, but it's not that. They're just emotions because they're ruled by the moon. And if you ever see with what a full moon does to certain people, it'll make them go a little cuckoo. Also with the tide in the ocean, you know, receding and moving into the shore. That's that coming back and waving and waning and back and forth. So yeah, Cancer's going to be a little like twitching because they got all this energy, this outside energy coming around them, and also their empaths. They take up a lot of energy. So they absorb other people. So can you imagine all this energy that I have right now? I'm a Cancer sun sign, Aquarius rising, a Taurus moon. I have to woo Sava right now because I want to. Cancers will black out like the Taurus. They will like, what just happened? They hulk out too. So we'll see what's going on for you, Cancer. Hopefully it's a nice reading. All right. As they say, talk nice to me. So let's go ahead and see what we have for you guys. Yeesh. Wrath is in the building. Salute. What's going on with you guys? It's good to see you. All right. Focus, you're in Aries, right? If I'm not mistaken, you're Aries up. So again, I am doing the signs by elements. So right now we're in the water. We just finished air. I'm in the water sign. That's Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And I'm doing it according to the birthday season in the calendar. And then we have fire, and earth is the last. So that would be Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. Okay. All right, Cancer, what do we have for you? And because I'm a sun Cancer, Cancer is not my favorite sign. But Cancer, you definitely would like to have a Cancer friend in your life. They are those, it's almost to a fault that Cancers are reliable, dependable, responsible. I see the slander of people talking reckless about Cancers, and I'm just like, really? Cancers are cheaters and liars and manipulative? I don't know. Maybe the men, but I don't know. I can't see it because it's just too much dedication. I mean, I think Cancer is, if that happens, as far as like, you know, cheating and dipping out, it's like they've been pushed to that extreme. And it's like, oh, well, nobody had a gun to your head, Cancer, or you did it anyway. But it's just like Cancers are very, if they're cheating, it's more of an emotional cheat. It's not like even so much physical. because cancers are emotional. Cancers need that nurturing. And if their partner is not filling up cancer's cup, cancer's not purposely, I promise you, cancer's not purposely out here looking for things. I promise you. They're not. They will stick it out through and through, like a Pisces, like a Taurus, like a Leo. They're gonna stick it out, and it's almost to a fault. And you're like, damn, Cancer, like, nah, break that, end that shit. All right. So Cancer, speaking of Leos, your card is the King of Wands here. All right, Cancer, you got a little, somebody's gonna be taking care of you as I'm speaking. You got the King here, fire energy. So Aries, Leo. So you could be a Cancer cusp Leo, where you're like almost at the end of right at the middle. So I would be considered a cusp. I'm July 19th. So 19, 20, 21. You could be 21. Cancer, Leo kind of cusp thing, right? So middle of the deck is the King of Cups, water sign, Pisces showing up, Cancer showing up, Scorpio showing up, and bottom of the deck is the Eight of Pentacles. So, let's clarify. Oh, that's your clarification. What the hell? I got so excited. That's your clarifying. Let's see what it is here. In any event, someone is going to be there taking care of you. This could be a father figure, Cancer, or a big brother. There's a protector, is what I'm trying to say, because you are a protector as well. You are a provider as well. And somebody there going to be, the tables are going to be turned for you. You may be, yes, okay. Woo. So Cancer, if this is a single Cancer, there is that female or male Cancer, someone is coming into your life. Yes, and they are the financial provider, as we have the Woman of Coins here. This is Earth energy. So this could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. So if you're a male Cancer, this could be that Earth sign taking care of you, providing for you, or a fire sign, specifically like a Leo, the protector. So you got the middle of the deck here is financial constraint. Somebody is going to be financially taking care of you, Cancer. Woo! Shook it now. I love it. Why? Because I'm always financially providing, especially some kids. I'm supposed to, but I got grown ass kids now. Okay, so good. Bottom of the deck is envy, or the death card. So there's this ending that's happening, Cancer, where tables are turning financially. Some things are coming through for you, or you may be getting a financial bump up, an increase, an upgrade, or moving into like a boss position, managerial position, where it's just going to be bringing you more money, where you could be financially secure. I love it. Yeah, you could be leaving an old job that wasn't there for you. This might be Two of Wands here, might be someplace at a distance from where you're at. You may have to cross the street, or across town, or maybe in another state, or across the world. However that looks for you, Cancer, there's this opportunity of financial growth. But with another person, this person could be coming to you from across the street, down the hallway. Shout out to my husband, how we met. We met down the hallway from each other. His mom was on one side of the hall, and my mom was on the other side. This person could be at a distance from you, Cancer, but they're coming in to bring this financial stability. Because Cancers need that. Cancers need to know that they are protected as well. And because Cancers know how to protect, they in a relationship, that's what they want as well. And then right underneath all of that is the Ten of Cups. So again, family. If you are married, this is a spouse that has an increase, or they're just going to be financially stable. They may tell Cancer, hey, you sit back at home and you chill. You take care of the family. I got this. And this is happening all around your season. Okay. Chariot here. Yeah. Five of Pentacles. The tables are whoa, I love this. I am so a Cancer right now. Aquarius, my Aquarius rising is gonna have to be on the show. Money, what? Cancers and Tauruses, that's all we really care. We don't want to hear about money, because that makes us know that we are secure. Everything else will fall into place if we know we are financially protected and secure. So yeah, you guys could be moving from another job, getting a better job opportunity, or your spouse is got the it's taking a turn where the spouse is going to be having this income, or you're meeting somebody, Cancer. If you're a single Cancer, you're meeting somebody that's going to be financially taking care of you, providing for you. Okay, let's move on to your love life, Cancer. We got 46, 42 breaking down to 6. So this could happen, yeah, around June. The end of June is going into Cancer season. So Gemini is blessing you guys. I love it. I love it. I'm excited. Okay. So the signs for you, Cancer, are Earth and Fire. Specifically Leo, Taurus, Capricorn. Virgo it is an earth sign, but Virgo is not ambitious the way like Taurus and Capricorn are with that money. So yeah. All right. So middle of the deck for your romance is enlightenment. With enlightenment, there is no separation. We recognize that we are one with divine. Somebody is getting a up, and this is divinely guided. And then look, bottom of the deck, heart. You begin to feel your heart beat faster when you are close. Yeah, and they're providing you with showers of gifts and stuff. That's nice too. So you have labyrinth. Even when you feel lost, there's always a way through the labyrinth. Somebody's coming at a distance to you, Cancer. If you're a single Cancer, there's somebody coming new in for you. All right, they're coming at a distance. And if you are with somebody, Cancer, just know that all the hurdles, all the going around in circles and going through the maze of life, is finally something is breaking through for you. Good, damn it. Looking forward to hearing Earth signs. Okay. Earth is Earth is last. So hang in there. We'll be here for maybe about another hour or so, half an hour. I'm gonna try to speed through as much as possible. If I don't start talking now, because I get lost talking now. I love talking to you all. So let's move as quickly as possible. Okay. So what else here for this labyrinth? I love it, Cancer. The beats. Don't know. You guys are not gonna be greedy. It's not your birthday season yet. What else? What else? What else? All right. So, air signs. Now you got air in here too. Okay. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Intuition. The red flags you ignore will come back to bite you in the butt. Middle of the deck, bottom of the deck is water signs. My gosh. Okay, Cancer. You got everybody here showing up for you. You may even have family finally showing up for you. I'm here for it. I'm gonna be like this at the door, like I've been waiting. So everybody's showing up for you, Cancer, and rightfully so, because you show up for everybody else. You are that. That's what I'm saying. You need a Cancer in your life, because Cancers are that true and blue friend. They will be there for you anytime, almost anytime. So the labyrinth here is clarifying. This labyrinth is air signs, but what I'm getting is like this energy of just moving, not being stagnant anymore. And yes, Gemini is blessing you, Cancer, with this energy. So thank them. Thank you, Gemini. All right. So Cancer, you're out the door. Go ahead and be happy with this new love. Let me know all about it. I'll see you in another month. Okay. So let's move on to a water sign, Scorpio. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Scorpio is the fixed sign of the water signs. Word on the street is with Scorpio. This is not my word. That's what I'm telling you. It's word on the street. That Scorpios are little freaky deakies, just like they friends Libra, Aquarius. Who else? Pisces is like undercover, but but these are the overt people. That's not everybody, but this is what's going on, word of the street. And Scorpio is about that ending, that life ending, resurrection. They're into the esoteric. They're intuitive, but their intuition, because Scorpios are like they're not really a water sign per se. Like if you see where a Scorpio is, they're like in the desert or dry, they're on land for the most part. There's not like a Pisces that's in the water and a Capricorn and a Cancer that's in and out of water. They're more landlocked. So that's why they're fixed energy, and so for them it takes a long time to get things moving, and so that's where the intuition kicks in, and it's like, oh, okay, gotta go this way. Freak is texting. Oh, speaking of Pisces. All right. So hold on a second. All righty. So let's move on, Scorpio. Let's see what's going on for you guys. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Like the beeping and the bopping. That's all. That's all. Okay. So what do we have for Scorpio? Okay. Cool. Thank you, Ray. So let's see what's up for Scorpio. But yeah, other than that, Scorpios are cool. They're mysterious. They do have this allure about them where it's like hard to read and get a grasp. They're guarded, like Cancer. They're guarded. They have a shell like Cancer. So yeah. But they're cool. They're cool people. Shout out to my Lotus. Lotus is a Scorpio. My brother Rich Mo is Scorpio. So yeah, they're cool people. They're cool people. They just can be a little peculiar at times, and it's hard because it's hard to read them. So you're just like, well, I don't know where you're coming with this. Like, what are you really trying to say, Scorpio? What are you really trying to do? If they want you to read them, and it's like, no, but you got your little shell up. You walking around here like Horus. How do we know what's really going on with you, Scorpio? So, all right, what do we have? So we have, man holding a coin. So you also got an offer coming in. King of Pentacles, 43 breaking down to 7. So Capricorn, Taurus. You got Journey in the middle of the deck. 2 of Pentacles. So there's a lot of Pentacles here. We got 22 bottom of the deck, yin and yang. Ooh. So Scorpio, I mean, just like Cancer, you may be getting somebody coming in to financially take care of you, or just, meet you halfway with this yin and yang. It's a balance. Underneath that, you have anxiety. So you might have been worried about money or just worried about stability in a relationship. You got Justice right underneath all that, a contract. So if this is a single Scorpio, you may be getting married the next air sign. So that, earth signs will, like during September, right around your birthday, maybe. Or somebody's just coming to solidify and make this relationship secure and thorough and seal it and say, yes, we're in a relationship. Maybe you guys are just in the dating phase right now, and it's like, oh, okay, I don't know. But somebody's going to be making this real deal in the next couple of months, possibly around the end of August, going into September. And this could be a earth sign, like I said. So you could probably possibly be dealing with a Virgo, or going to be dealing with a Virgo. But either way, there's going to be this stability here for you. Or if this is a Scorpio man that I'm speaking to, financially, things are going to be looking better for you. Most likely coming up in July, you'll see some things happening. Is that August? That's Leo. Yeah. So you could be seeing some change financially, or some stability, or you might just be getting stable with yourself, Scorpio, because there may be some things right now that you're kind of just like all over the place with. And come July, you might be able to get a little more centered, maybe going on a vacation. There'll be some realizations happening for you, Scorpio. All right, let's go ahead on to your romance and see what that's all about. Because clearly somebody's trying to come in and make an offer. Or Scorpio, at a job, if you're working at a job, there's somebody, your supervisor may be wanting to make an offer with you, or a partnership. You may be going into a partnership with somebody. This could be an earth sign that you could be going to partnership with, Scorpio. So this is all good. But it's really good because it's financial and it's stable, or you're just getting stable, focus wise. So, whew, what was that? Okay, so we have a union. Yes, all right. A union of divine soul counterparts is a miraculous event that begins when you least expect it. Yin and yang. You're going to be meeting somebody that is just like you. If that makes sense. You got attraction here. Yeah, somebody's attracted, and we got heart, bottom of the deck as well. So if you're with somebody right now, just know that they get you, they understand you. They're really starting to understand you completely. And you don't have to worry about, if you're not good enough, you're not enough for these people, whatever you are. They want to really get married, or some type of sealing this relationship, sealing this deal. I mean, this marriage is a partnership, it's a business to some. But they want to, or you may want to, get serious with somebody, Scorpio, and it could be an earth sign. What else we have here for you? Okay. So that's nice. And of course, divine encounters. They could be a master number 22, or you are a master number 22. Yeah, somebody wants to build with you, Scorpio, or you may want to build with them. Okay, so no, right? This union says, no, it's not the right time. It's not. It's going to be happening in the next couple of months. Mm-hmm. Mercury retrograde, communication issues. Yeah, because it's not the right time to present all this stuff. I think if you're still just freshly new, date night, bottom of the deck, get ready to be wined and dined. If you are in a new relationship, of course, somebody doesn't want to just come out the hat and be like, I want to get engaged. I want us to be together forever. It's the timing. It's to see if this really is what it is. But I feel, or this person knows that you are their one, or that this person is your one. So it's just timing. It's just timing. And right now, it's not the time. It's not the right time. And if you're newly dating, you just don't want to move that fast. Wait it out and see. All right. Okay. So good for you, Scorpio. So Scorpio and Cancer are going to be seeing some people. Me likey a lot. Wait a minute. Let's clarify really quickly. What is this man here? Let's clarify really quickly. Hold on. So Page of Swords. Yeah, this is somebody new coming in for you, Scorpio. Got the 10 of Wands here. They could be at a distance, a long distance. Could be a long distance relationship, and somebody's just like, I want to bring us closer. I want to be closer to you. And by really listen, let's make this official. That's what it is. Somebody wants to make something official with you, make their relationship official. Page of Wands, bottom of the deck. So air energy. You could be dealing with a Gemini. But clarifying this King of Pentacles here is somebody who's been paying attention, been studying you. They, again, they could be at a distance. It's like they want to say something, but it's not and Gemini is communication. So it's like they don't want to just blow it by just blurting out, I want to be with you. I want to make this official. Because Scorpio, you could be on guard, I don't know, but this is still new, So yeah, just give it some time, give it some months. Things will be revealed to you. Okay. That is your message, Scorpio. Really quickly, there's a question that Wraith has. Hold on. Would you say that all these zodiac signs are not only animal symbols, but 5 elements? So that's a good question. And I would say that the Western astrology is not dealing with animals. Oh, yes. I see what you're saying. They are the elements. Right. That's how I'm breaking it down. I'm breaking it down by the elements. Not 5. I'm doing the 4 elements. But in the Chinese zodiac, they also deal with animals, and they deal with elements as well. And they deal with the 5 elements. So they deal with metal, water, earth, fire, and wood. Those are their 5 elements. So yeah, so we are water signs is the water element. And I don't know how these, it's like Scorpio, I don't know how Scorpio became a water sign, but Pisces and Cancer, I definitely could see, because Pisces represents the fish, Cancer represents the crab, and they're both more like water signs. And like Scorpio's kind of like skirt on the side of, on the shoreline, but they're more like on land, if that makes sense for you. Okay, so let's go ahead on to the last of the water signs, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. No, Pisces, you know I love you, right? Cuckoo, cocoa puffs. Pisces is the mutable of the water sign, so they are 2 little fishes, as you can see here. I don't know if you can see the fishes in the middle of this card, but there's 2 fishes right in the middle there, because one is above water, like, flying over the horizon into the water, and another one is deep down in the water. Some people say Pisces is a shark. They can be. They can definitely circle around and hunt out their prey. That's Pisces. And you won't even see it, because you're like, oh, they're so nice, and they're so unassuming, and they're so quiet. And yeah, don't be fooled by Pisces and their quietness. Pisces is another one of my favorite signs, though. Pisces, Scorpio, not Scorpio, Pisces, Aquarius, Taurus, and Leo. Those are my favorite. And Libra. So let's go ahead and see what's going on for Pisces. Pisces, like Cancer, like Leo, like Taurus, they are, family oriented. They wear their heart on their sleeve. That they will do for everybody. Literally, they will take their shirt off. That last dollar in their pocket. I know, I see it firsthand with Pisces. So they definitely put family and friends above. It depends, because sometimes they'll put their friends above others. Be like, look, Pisces. Or they will put their family above others, and their friends be like, damn, Pisces, you always, all right, when are you coming out, because we haven't seen you. So yeah, that could be a Pisces. So what else? What's going on for Pisces and Gemini season? That's too much, but yeah, let's take this back, because that's too much. Hold on. I have like 5 cards here, Pisces. All right, hold on. Pisces need to know for Gemini. Okay, so you guys got door to value. Pisces, are you with Cancer? What we doing? It's Cancer, Scorpio, and you having a party celebration here? Like, you guys are getting this money? I like it. You got middle of the deck, the 3rd chakra, Archangel Chumiel. So that's that solar plexus. And financial constraints, bottom of the deck. There's some things breaking for you, Pisces, that is coming. There's this Ace of Pentacles. There's this new beginning for you in regards to money, or people are starting to take value in you. They're starting to recognize who you are. You also could be like Cancer, moving up. Somebody may be offering you a position or a raise. You got 31 breaking down to 4. So there's that stability there. So there's this financial stability kicking in for you, Pisces. But there's this new opportunity for you financially. But doesn't mean that it's not with, and then you got daughter romance right underneath that, under the financial constraints. So, of course, Pisces and Cancer would be together, getting that money. Of course. Been married with my husband when it was 20. We got married in 97. We've been almost 30 years together. 28 years married. Of course. And it has not been the easiest, because Pisces, make me want to. Okay, so you have financial constraints here with the daughter romance right underneath that. And also 13 breaking down to 4. So you got 44 here. All right, so that could be a message for you definitely with these angel numbers. You did have an archangel showing up for you. Underneath the daughter romance is the door to spirit. And you got another archangel. Listen, Pisces, because we know you are the little archangels. We know you are heaven sent. So you got a relationship coming through, or your relationship will be solid, more solid now during this Gemini season, but there's also this opportunity for finances for you. So kudos. Peace, Moors. Papa's in the house, in the building. Shalom. Okay. Islam, right? That's information. So yeah, man. Stability. Okay. Let's get a quick clarification for this daughter value. You really don't need it, but I mean, let's just go ahead and see. You're coming out of a place of lack, a place of you may not have had a lot of money. Now, Pisces, so here's the negative thing about Pisces. They are known, this is not me, this is what it's been told, word on the street is, and that it's not about them being little freaks. Pisces is delusional at times. They can go into this fantasy world. Thank goodness Saturn has left Pisces, because it's too much with the Delulu land, right? And they get very Delulu when it comes to relationships as well. I always say, if you want a Hallmark, like the Hallmark movies, with all that lovey-dovey, get you a Pisces. Especially like the men. I don't know if the Pisces women are like that, but the Pisces men go goo goo gaga for their lady. It gets to be too much for some, but if you like that type of affection, go for it. Get you a Pisces, if you can handle them, because they are a bit much. They're emotionally, if they're not emotionally mature, you're going ready to slap somebody upside their head. All right. And I don't condone violence, but that's how Pisces be getting me to that point. Be like, Usaba. So you have here a daughter value is clarifying that is the Tower card. So this is Scorpio energy. So Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, you guys have got, I love this reading for you guys. There's this sudden breakup, all right? Sudden something that came about unexpectedly. So you could have been coming into this. So I was going to say Pisces is known for, besides their delusionalness, is they could have drug, alcohol, sex, or gambling addictions. Pisces are known to have this addictive personality where they could be doing some gambling. So Pisces, this time around, I mean, if you have a problem, please seek help. But however, if you go out and you start gambling and you get stuff unexpectedly, boom, money's coming to you. It sure is. King of Pentacles right in the middle of that deck. Earth energy, and bottom of the deck is the Two of Swords here. So just be mindful about what you're doing. If you get this sudden income, you don't want to be back where I don't have anything. Why? Because you're gambling in a way. No one to cut your losses. Here, see here where these strings are tied up to her. No one to cut your costs, Pisces. All right, let's move on to your romance. So yeah, this is a sudden spout of income coming in for you, or like I said, you could be getting a increase in money, or you becoming in position of being a boss, or something managerial, or you coming into just being your own boss, having your own business. And then with relationships, things are going to get solid for you, because who doesn't like to have a nice little cushion of money sitting underneath their pillow, right? So Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, you guys are going to have a good time. especially Cancer, because it's your birthday season in the summertime. So let's see what else is here now for the romance. All right. Ooh, power. The power of love is like a magnet drawing souls together. You got intense Pisces. Of course, you're intense when it comes to the lovey-doveyness. And then recognition. The divine will help you recognize signs and miracles. Okay, so you have here power. Could be dealing with a fire sign, or this is just your passion that you have with your person. You know, I feel like if things hadn't been so good for you, whether it be in relationships or financially, and now like the finances come and the romance, you know, no romance without finance. It's true. Some people that doesn't bother, it don't bother me, you know. I It's not that I don't mind the struggle, love, but that's all I know. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't start with money. We started off with no money, living with our parents. One was in high school, one was in college, working part-time. So we don't have money. So it doesn't make, you know, but now, you know, you have the opportunity, you know, and Pisces, you want to now take care of your you know, your spouse. You want to lavish them with a little bit of gifts, lavish your family. Go for it. Just be careful, because you'll get happy. You want to spend. You got to save this for a rainy day, Pisces. All right. Let's see what else is there. Yeah, you could be dealing with fire sign, dragon, of course. Cancers with the dragon. Well, you could be dealing with a dragon sign of the Chinese zodiac. Of course. What else? Pisces, if you're single, you're going to become a babe magnet, is what I'm seeing. Okay, Pisces, you got to relax. Pisces don't know what to do with all that type of attention, because they're really like, you know, laid back, reserved, cool, shy. You know, they're not the ones they're not a Scorpio. Let's just say that. They're not like out there. Cancers can be a little overt too. Yeah, here we go. It's intuition. All right, so pay attention, Pisces. You know, don't get too excited, you know, with the red flags there, because why? Pregnancy could be happening. Bottom of the deck. Someone is expecting or will be expecting. You got narcissists right underneath that. Okay, so be careful. You could be in delusional land and not realize, like, oh, you know, people might be after you just for your money because you just got this windfall. And, you know, if you're messing around with somebody, if you're dating somebody that you're really not, you know, you don't see a solid relationship, you can end up, you know, getting somebody pregnant. It's a male Pisces getting a female pregnant. And it's like, okay, you know, this is not what I am. It's not to say that children are, you know, a blessing and stuff, but let's, you know, we got to be understandable here that when we're bringing a life into this world, realize you got to co-parent with this person. And if you don't really have a great relationship, imagine how you're going to co-parent with this person. All right, so that is what I have for you, Pisces. That's this concludes the water signs. Let's move on to the fire signs. But I will be doing wisdom oracle for you guys. I like the water sign. That was good. Good. Who is this? Pisces. Yes, it was Pisces. Spread the word to a Pisces. Tropical Gemini. Oh, you're a Gemini? Okay. So happy solar return. Okay, very cool. All right. Thank you. Thank you for blessing us with your presence. I appreciate you. Okay. All right. So let's get the wisdom oracle for the water signs, and then we'll move on to fire. The next one up is Leo. Leo. And Leo is a fixed sign. So, hold on, let me put that up there. This is more cool. Okay. Why are they flying out like that? All right. So water signs, you have soulmate here. 41 breaking down to 5. Soulmate, yes. That's what I'm saying. Kind of Pisces, Scorpio, but mainly Pisces and Cancer. Somebody's coming through for you. You got a change in the wind in reverse, 12 breaking down to 3. So bottom of the deck. So yeah, this Gemini energy is bringing somebody through for you, water signs, and you got regeneration here. Somebody's coming through for you. This is, fated intervention. You also have this spirit right above there, just hovering and watching over you guys. So, somebody's family members could be, bringing somebody in. That usually happens sometimes too, where a family members conspire, in the spiritual world to bring two hearts together, two souls together. And this person, like Scorpio, they are the yin and yang to you. This person, I'm going to use the word complete for better lack of words, but it's like water signs, they get you, you get them. You could be dealing with each other. A Pisces could be with a Cancer, or Scorpio with a Pisces, or Cancer, etc. Cancer with a Pisces or Scorpio. So you could be very much so dealing with another water sign. But you're going to have stability in your relationship. You're going to have stability in your finances. The tables are going to turn for you guys, where if you were the ones always being the doer and taking care of everybody and doing etc., the lax is coming back to you during this season. And I feel like this is going to kind of play out all the way until the summer for some of you water signs, all the way probably up till September. Okay, so this is all good things here. I love it. All right, so that is your message, water sign. Now let's go ahead and go to our fire. So Leo, as I said, is the fixed, and they represent the sun. So Leo is everything. Leos also are the ones that have that, lion heart. They have their the heart on their sleeves, if you will. They're dependable, reliable, good friends, good providers as well. They are family oriented. Financially, they are kind of like a Capricorn and Taurus, where they get that money. Leo's like a Cancer. They get a bad rap for being like conceited or self-centered and stuff. They're ruled by the sun. So yeah, they are going to be this magnet of, when I walk into a place, you're going to see me. So it's not any fault of the Leos. That's just their attribute. Just like Cancer's ruled by the moon. People say Cancers are moody and sneaky and fly and stuff. Well, they're secret. It's secretive, and they're not going to show you everything. The moon doesn't show up all the time, right? You don't see a full moon every day. You see a full moon every couple of days, right? It has to go through its cycle. So yeah, they're going to take on some of those attributes. So you just mind your business, everybody else. Let Leo and Cancer just rock out with those two. Okay? So let's see what we got for you, Leo. All right, you got, speaking of Capricorn, your card is the Devil energy, 25 breaking down to 7, deceit. Bottom of the deck is a Queen of Cups, or a woman holding the heart here, 44. So you could be dealing with somebody who is deceitful. It could be a Cancer, could be, or you are a cusp Leo, Cancer, Leo. The Devil energy in the tarot has to deal with a lot of like manipulation. Now here's where I'll say this could be a Cancer that is being manipulative towards you, Leo. Okay. But the devil energy has that type of toxic, codependent, drug induced, drug using, sex using energy where it's just like, this is all this person wants, or maybe this is all you want, Leo. Okay. Leo's being spicy for Gemini season. I'm not here to judge. I truly am not. But use your intuition, because you got 25 breaking down to 7. All right. It's almost giving me that Libra where you got to pay attention to the red flags. You got to pay attention to people, because Leo, you are the center of attention. And so you're not really pay attention to what's going on around you. So during this Gemini season is where you need to, because you may be having somebody who's like an energy vampire, like a Libra. You could be dealing with a Libra. But there's somebody here who's using your energy, usurping your energy. Okay. They hide in they hide behind the scenes. They seem to be unassuming, but this person is just really like using you. If this is a male Leo, this could be a water sign, female Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But water, the cups energy has to deal with emotions. That's water. So somebody could be emotionally trying to manipulate you, Leo. Okay. So just pay attention to certain people around you. This could be a spouse, right? A wife, or if you are a Leo woman, this could be a sister or a mother or a best friend. That's a woman. Okay. So just be on the lookout for these people. Specifically one person. I wouldn't say everybody. All right. What is this deceit? But they're definitely a cardinal sign, so they're very like a leader. So you got the 5 of Swords here, middle of the deck, clarifying this deceit card, and then bottom of the deck is Judgment. So you got 2 major arcana here, Leo. You got the deceit, the devil, and then you got Temperance, clarifying this devil energy. Somebody is trying to cipher your energy. Be careful. Don't eat off of these. Be careful who and where you eat from. Okay, you could be dealing with a Pisces. Somebody's trying to do dark magic with you, Leo. I'm gonna just be straight up. Somebody's trying to cipher and do some type of magic. All right, they're trying to contain you. They're trying to keep you, Leo. You're ruled by the sun, so you can't be contained. How do you contain the sun unless the clouds are covering over it? But somebody's really trying to get to you, but they can't get to you in the physical, so they're going to try to use magic in the spiritual world. Be careful who you eat from, who you drink from. I don't know. It could be a female. So even if it's a Leo, if you are a man or a woman, this is a female. Okay. She's doing some stuff. She's consulting with some people. I don't like now, Leo. Now we were having a good time, and you showed up with this craziness. Yeah, they drinking, and if you are a drinker, Leo, that's how they're using your energy, because they know you're off your square, and when you're drinking, that's when they manipulate you. There's no balance to this relationship. 9 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. All right, so clarifying this Temperance card, I had to look to see what else is going on, Leo, because listen, I got a lot of Leo placements. I am really like fire energy. You have the 9 of Pentacles here, so earth energy. And look, she's wearing like this chef. Be careful who you're eating from, Leo. I think you know who this is. It's somebody listen, and if it's a girlfriend, you need to find some way to combat this. You have Three of Pentacles. They're working with somebody else. Yep. Oshun, Ten of Cups, Nine of Cups, excuse me. They're not using this magic for good. They're trying to keep you. They're trying to maintain you. Seven of Cups here. Yeah, what is this? A Five of Swords. You know, you could be getting headaches and things of that nature. This is somebody close to you with the Ten of Cups right underneath that. This is a family member, or this could be a spouse. That's spooky. That's crazy. That's deceitful. I feel sorry for Leo. I'm sorry that, you know, that's sorry. I'm sorry. Like, I'm telling, like, because why would you, like, why do you, headaches, be careful what you're drinking or eating. And if you are getting a lot of headaches, that's your sign to let you know that somebody's doing some type of dark magic on you. I wouldn't be surprised if they are doing a voodoo doll and, like, you know. I'm a pray for us, Leo, because I got Leo, Venus, Mercury, and Saturn in my 6th house, and that's family. I wish somebody would. Listen. You might not hear from Foxy again, because they're gonna have to call 911. I wish somebody would try to do some stupid shit. But thank goodness I cook for myself. I cook for my family. I don't eat from everybody at all, unless I'm eating from, like, the local bodega Chinese restaurant. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not eating out like that. So just be careful. If you are getting headaches and you're blacking out and you're not, you have to be, because I feel like somebody's drinking or somebody's putting something in your drink. That's what it is. Leo. Somebody's putting something in your drink and it makes you feel off balance. That's why you're not really alert and paying attention to things, because you are, like, in and out. You black out. You don't realize what happened to me. I was just up. Now, like, what happened? You're, like, kind of dazed. If you're feeling like that or you're getting headaches, that's your sign to let you know that somebody's doing something to you. You need to investigate this and figure out how you can backfire this on this person. Okay? Because somebody thinks they got it all together. It's a female. It is a female. Or they have very heavy feminine energy in them. This could be a man, but he has very heavy feminine energy in him. This could be a Pisces, because they know how to manipulate that type of, it's a water energy, it's Cancer. Just be careful, Leo. Well, let's move on to your relationship, because what? Leo, jeez. Here we go with the other air and water signs. We're like, ooh, we good, about to take off. Relationship, about to get the relationship, about to get the money. And Leo's coming with this. Jeez, man. Get you some holy water, Leo. That's what I'm hearing. Get some holy water. Put that by you. Drink it. I don't know. Do something. Keep it. Somebody's really trying to, like, take your energy, man. It's almost like they don't want you to be, like, I mean, you gotta move around and get outside. Like, what the hell? It's like this person doesn't want you out and about, don't want you to be with nobody. Yeah, look, openness. Get your Bible out. Get your Quran, get your Torah. You need some kind of divine intervention here, okay? You got openness. Be open to accept divine guidance in your relationship. You may need to go to the imam or the priest. This is bigger than you just trying to figure stuff out. Recognition, middle of the deck. Okay, so like I just said, realize whenever something you feel off, that's because somebody did something to you. It's not your imagination. It's not you, like, oh, I'm bugging, I'm tripping. This is not. No, these are your signs. And then you got dreams, bottom of the deck here in reverse. Like, you're not even having a right sleep. pattern, because whatever is being put into your, like if you drink beer, somebody's putting something in your beer, or if you drink water, somebody's putting something, like it's something in the drink. Okay. All right, that's pissing me off, because why would people, I hate when, like I understand people want to do spells and they want to have love and money and stuff, but I'm like, I'm not for all that. I'm not doing any ritual to keep somebody with me, to keep them loved by me. Like, love is free will, You're gonna have to be saying, speaking in tongues, Leo. Go into those Bible verses. I'm seeing Psalms. You okay? The Song of Solomon. You're gonna have to go old school to combat this person. Oh, fire energy. So that's you. This is confirmation, okay? With this openness, you got fire signs. All right, there's you showing up, Leo. Bottom of the deck is manifested. You're gonna have to manifest. You're gonna have to get your angels, your spirits, your ancestors. You're gonna have to get God, Allah, stores, all of that to help you deal with this individual. Tell the universe exactly what you want. Tell the universe exactly what you want. That's what I have for you, Leo. Okay. Fight fire with fire. Okay, there we go. Fight fire with fire. All right, let's move on to Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sages are the mutable of the fire. I call them my little peculiar creatures because they're, like unassuming as well, and just quiet. They could be the lives of the party as well. But hold on a second, because now the other little pasty is hitting. Okay, hold on a second. I thought that I did that. Hold on, Sag. I got you. Let me just do something really quick. I gotta rub up there, Carla. Oh. All right, so Sagittarius, let's go ahead and get your message here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And yeah, Sagittarius, like I said, there's this like unassuming about them. They're really cool, but they know how to like pull back and just be by themselves and get their, get what they need to get and get out. They're being travelers and moving around and just adventure and being adventurous. Okay, so just a little bit. Nothing too spicy with Sagittarius. They are a fire sign, so they can bring the heat when provoked. Sag, they don't not like a Leo or an Aries. Aries will bring it, and Leo will be molly-whopping people. And Sagittarius is like, oh, they just cool, but don't sleep on them, because you'll get lights checked out real quick, and you'll be like, damn, Sagittarius did that too? What? Yeah, don't play with them. So let's see what we have for you for Gemini season. And we're almost finished. We got Aries left of the fire signs, and then we're going to move on to Earth, and that is the last of the elements and of the reading show. Hang in there. We're almost up to the fire. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Okay. Ooh, you got cornucopia. Okay, we're changing this shift around because Leo was just real dark with us. So we got cornucopia here, number 11. Middle of the deck is 3 of Pentacles, or strategy. 21 breaking down to 3. And then bottom of the deck is the 3rd chakra. So the solar plexus, Archangel Chumiel. So you are being blessed, Sag, with wealth, abundance, you name it, you got it. Okay. I feel like this is more of a health thing though, as well, which is great. Health is wealth. You can't, if your health is not up to par, listen, nothing else is going to fall into place there. You're gonna have a hard time, right? If your body's not working good, how are you going to get up and work and get money? So diet, paying attention to your diet, or you may be wanting to change your diet. There's something with digestive system. So maybe that's what it is. And you're like, you know what? I need to start changing my diet. This is your confirmation during Gemini season to go ahead and get that. Incorporating more fruits and vegetables into your diet. Disclaimer, I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a medical professional, but this is what I'm getting for you guys. So yeah, paying attention to now, so when you change your diet, Sag, and you're eating more roughage, you could be wanting to go on a plant-based diet or a vegan diet or a what do they call like a raw diet. It's going to affect your stomach. So you're going to be like, dang, I didn't, like, why am I getting these rumples? And why is this, my stomach feels like it's pulling apart here and stuff, as you see here with him holding his stomach. It's just because you're changing your diet. So you have to give your body time to adjust to this new way of life. So you also could be doing like more exercise. You're just paying attention more to your body this time around, and that's good. You should be doing that, taking better care of your body. Like I said, you might have not been doing that before, so now is the time. Somebody's getting beach body ready. That's all. So what else? Let's clarify this cornucopia. This is like an intuitive nudge for you, Sagittarius. Like it's almost like you keep getting this gnawing feeling, and maybe you've been getting a gut feeling, and that gut feeling is letting you know, listen, you got to change some things about you, and diet and health and exercise is one of those things to start with. Okay. This is going to be successful for you, Sagittarius. As long as you stick to your program, everything's going to be good for you. It's going to be working, when you're working out, it's going to be working out for you. The whatever particular exercise that you do. And I feel like it's more like cardio. I'm hearing calisthenics and walking. Walking builds that cardio up, right? It helps with your heart. So just really paying attention to your health, heart healthy, gut health. So clarifying this cornucopia is the 10 of Cups here. So family, water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but also ingesting water as well, taking more water intake. That also helps with the stomach as well, clearing out the liver and the what else? Yeah, liver, pancreas. All right, middle of the deck is the 8 of Cups. Wow, see, more. You just need to incorporate more water. Sag, if you weren't drinking water before, this is your message that you need to start incorporating more water into your diet. And then the Knight of Swords here. So here's, maybe getting a bike, or here's that exercising, that calisthenics, as I was just saying. But the time is now. And the Knight of Swords energy in the tarot is air. So that's Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. We're in Gemini season right now. This is your wake-up call. Okay. Also, when we're talking about abundance, it could be abundance in relationship, friends. If we're not having enough friends, or just not having a right friend for you, this is going to be brought to you during this Gemini season. And it could be a water sign that you could be meeting. I don't know if it's romance. It could be romance. Okay, Sag, you in here with the water sign. So Sag, you could be meeting a Capricorn, a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. That's interesting. That's interesting, because Ace of Cups is about new love, but also self-love. So you don't necessarily, I don't really see this as like a a relationship per se reading for you, like with somebody else. I feel like this is more of a relationship with yourself, making sure you're getting yourself right, taking care of yourself. Okay. Now let's move on to your romance. Wish fulfillment. Like I just feel like this Gemini season for you, Sagittarius, is just going to be. It's like whatever, like manifest whatever you will, it'll come to you, and you're going to be successful with it. And your health is going to be better. That's what it is. Your health is going to be really good as long as you stick to this program with exercise, incorporating certain things into your diet, specifically water. We all need water in our diet. I know people are like, but water doesn't have no flavor. It's not supposed to. It's supposed to hydrate you and clean out your body. Okay? I mean, once in a while, if you really can't just drink plain water, I mean, seltzer water or something like that. But you should be having at least 8 to maybe 10 cups of water. I know that's a lot. I know, Sag. But when you get one of those like water bottles, like I have a water bottle here, and maybe drinking out of glass as well, or copper, because that helps with cleaning out parasites and things of that nature. But sometimes there's water bottles that have like tells you, it breaks down like the hour or whatever, or it breaks down like how much, if it's 18 ounces or something like that. So you know that you're not, because there is such a thing as over hydrating yourself, and drinking too much water can start messing up with the kidneys and things of that nature. So yeah, just do some research before you start with the diet and changing. So what else? Okay, let's go into your romance. This could be just for 1 or 2 people, Sagittarius, but there's an alternate lifestyle here. Okay, so if you are a same-sex relationship, this is a good relationship. Or if you've been looking for, like you may be I don't know if you're trying to explore, Sag. I don't know what's going on with you. So in June, I know it's the LGBTQ, or the Gay Pride Month. So you may be meeting somebody in these kind of festivities. So, okay, so just know that, you will be, it's not just like a heterosexual, man and woman reading as well right now is what I'm getting. So you're like, but what if, I like this woman, or I like this guy, and this message is not like resonating with you, and you just know that it's for heterosexual and non-heterosexual people. That's what I'm getting for Sagittarius. And again, they can be a water sign, okay, or they're just they're fluid. So I don't know. Either they're like bi-curious, or you're curious or bi-curious. I don't know, but just listen. I don't want to get too much into this. Okay, all right. Sagittarius. What's going on in the romance? So now you don't want to talk about romance because I outed you out. I didn't mean to out you out. I'm just saying, listen, you good. Okay. What else? What else for Sag? Oh, now okay. You don't want to. Listen. That's all right. Don't be shy now. All right, Cupid. Love is in the air when Cupid's around. See? It's for anybody. We got temptation and rekindle. So, if this is a single Sagittarius, they're like, oh, I really miss this person, or, wondering like, when is my relationship going to get better, or, like a relationship status. Well, Gemini is bringing that, but also in June, because like I said, Pride Month is in June. So this could be when either you could rekindle with somebody, or just somebody's bringing something to you. But just know, a Sagittarius, you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Just know that somebody, I don't think they're like fully all the way. I feel like there's somebody who's could go both ways. All right. So if that's your thing, okay, fine. Or you may be that way and you want somebody like that, you're gonna have to kind of, scope them out, because you don't want to mislead somebody into thinking, one thing, So there could be somebody that's coming to you that's like not all the way in. They're just, I feel like they're bi-curious. They want to know what it's like to be with the same person, same sex. But they're, yeah, you're dealing with a water sign. Okay, so Cupid is bringing you a water sign. So Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Could be a Scorpio may be the one to like, they're kind of like, yeah, it'll be a Scorpio. But just know this is not a relationship thing. I think this is just more like to have fun, be curious, explore. Yeah, intimacy, sexual chemistry. This is what it is, Sag. If that's what you're into. Yeah, and somebody's making a confession. Somebody has something to tell you. That's why I was having a hard time, because somebody wants to tell this to you in private. They didn't want me to out them out. Well, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm the messenger. All right. That's what I have for you, Sag. Okay. Yeah, Scorpio will be the one to be out there being curious with you, just letting it all hang out. Just word on the street is Scorpio. But whatever, Cancer, I don't know. But it's going to be a water sign. Okay, Sag? All right, let's move on with the last of the fire signs. That's Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Aries is the cardinal of the fire signs. So that's that leader. I honestly cannot say too much about Aries as far as like, I mean, I read a little something about them, like their sexual exclusivities, or however that's said and pronounced. They are, you talk about pinky on some puffy type, that type of kink. It's like, okay. Dominatrix, all that kind of stuff. Okay, that's Aries. Aries is good with family too, big on family. But that, I don't really get too much fluff with Aries. They're just, chilling, doing their thing, and when they need to turn up, they turn up. That's all. All right, let's see what we have for you in Gemini season. Okay, that was quick. Oh, so you got the Angel of Love. All right. Middle of the deck is Strategy, 3 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is Rest and Rejuvenation, the Hermit card here. All right, so you got Knight of Cups. So there's this romance coming in for you, Aries. So we pulled it back with the romance thing again. Good. And y'all know I don't really care for the romance, but Leo was taking me out. Also, this is just love for self too. Like we kind of forget that. I know we like to, be in the relationship or have love and stuff, somebody loving us, but we got to love ourselves first and foremost, because who else is going to do it if you don't love yourself? So the Angel of Love is reminding you to, do the little things that you would do for somebody else. Do it for yourself. Pamper yourself. Take yourself out to a spa. Like not waiting for somebody else to do this for you. When your body's telling you need to rest, you rest. And just taking care of yourself more. So this time you got Daughter Romance underneath this Hermit. And then you got Hermit mode right underneath all that. So you might want to like be booed up quietly, I think. Okay. That's definitely nothing wrong with that. Not really showing on social media your partner, or I feel like this is a new person coming to you. So, some people like need that validation, and they go to social media and start posting up the person that they're going out to a restaurant with, or they're having a spa day with and stuff. Aries, this is the time to just keep it private, keep it personal, get to know this person. You don't need any validation. 13, that's breaking down to 4. So yeah, but really you need to love yourself a little bit more. Pay attention to yourself. Love thyself. All right, so we got the Page of Wands clarifying this Angel of Love, the 10 of Wands here in reverse. Right, some heartaches, whatever was going on. You got the 7 of Swords. There was a lot of like, I feel like in the wintertime, you might have been going through a lot of like maybe heartache, or there was like this secrecy, sneakiness, just a lot of like, it could be backstabbing, like a lot of stuff that was just going on behind the scenes with you, Aries, and it could have been from, a partner, a loved one, girlfriend, boyfriend, spouse. Because you got clarifying this Angel of Love is the Page of Wands here. So there's somebody going to be coming in for you, somebody new. They could be a little younger than you or lighthearted. They're like young at heart. But they're bringing this passion. It could be a fire sign like yourself, or fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio that you could be dealing with, or that will be coming in for you. Okay, but this is somebody new, a new start, a fresh start. If you are a single Aries, if you are not a single Aries, this is, scratch that. You just need to give yourself this love, whether you're with somebody or you're not. Because when you're not with somebody and you're like looking out, like you're probably on social media, like, looking at these people giving all this validation to one another, and you might be sitting there in your feelings. Give yourself that same love. You go take yourself to a spa. You go take yourself out to a restaurant, whatever it is, or just sit there and love yourself, pamper yourself, do your own little facial. That's what you need to do, Aries. Okay. And yes, men can get facials too. So let's move on to your romance and see what's going on there. Oh, Brother Smitty's in the building. There she goes. Yes. I am here. I'm doing my all signs reading. All right. So let's get your romance really quickly. And get you fire signs out the way, and then Earth. Virgo will be next. I'm hungry. I want some asparagus all of a sudden. I got my little apples here. I'm gonna eat that. All right. Let's what do we have for the romance for Aries? Or Aries, you're younger than this person that will be coming to you, or you're just like young at heart. You take it however, it's making sense for you. Okay. True love showed up. Okay, Aries. Wow. So if you've been looking at outside, like, just watching social media thinking that that people are really true love, it's not. Just case in point, like Remy Ma and Papoose. They kept giving you black love, telling you, oh, black love, and not to say that no, everybody's relationship is not, you know what I mean? But put it on Front Street. So here, some people are like just kind of bamboozled and bewildered by their situation, and you were thinking, oh, this is going to be great, and it's this black love, and Papoose was holding her down while she was locked up in jail for like 7 years. And listen, no one relationship, if you're looking on the outside for that type of thing, you gotta like start digging in and loving yourself first. Because if you're not, how could you give love to somebody else if you don't love yourself first? But during Gemini season, somebody is being brought to you, Aries. So okay. All right, what do we have here? Yin and Yang. That's your card for romance. Middle of the deck is confusion. Bottom of the deck is 11-11. All right, so This may not be a person that you're like your type. This is like somebody unassuming that, again, you may have this vision of, because you may be looking on the outside, like the outside world, and that's not your world, Aries. That's not. Somebody will come through unassuming for you, and you're just like, oh, that's going to be the person for you. The confirmation you got is 1111 here. Now, this yin and yang says, like yin and yang symbol, twin flames contain an aspect of each other's characters within themselves. So that's why I keep driving home at with Aries is saying, loving yourself first, going within, taking care of you first before you can give to somebody, before you can give love to somebody else. But this is somebody who like could be totally just off your radar, not the type that you usually like. Aries, what does this mean? Right? And that's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Maybe you need that. You know, you need somebody to. Maybe you weren't used to going to a spa, and this person takes you to a spa, and you're like, oh wow, I never had that done before. Yeah. Distance, love spell. What else? Hold on. Narcissist. Be careful. You could be narcissist. What's it? Yeah. But yeah, they could be doing things for you or really showing you what love is. Maybe you never know what that felt like. Maybe you never knew what that meant to pamper yourself and treat yourself nicely. And somebody will be showing up and doing that for you and showing you. This might not be a forever relationship. Well, nothing's really forever, but yeah, taking you on vacation, honeymoon, middle of the deck. Bottom of the deck is patience. Just a few more months, good things will come to those who wait. I think it's going to be happening a little more sooner than later. That somebody's coming, to show you. I want to know what love is. All right, so taking you on a vacation. Maybe you've never really been able to, go out on vacation. Like really, just I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say, Aries. I don't want to keep pouring into you, but you need somebody to pour into. But I'm not going to be the one because we got to keep it pushing. All right, so that's it for all the fire signs. Let's get your wisdom oracle. All right, let's get your wisdom oracle for the fire sign. Okay, so what do we have here for the fire signs? Aries, yeah, if you see 1111, pay attention to that. That's recognition. They say those are angel numbers. But didn't you have an 11 showing up here? Or was that? No. Okay. No, it wasn't. But that's just confirmation. Even like if you're around this person and you're going out with them and you're like, doing these pampering dates and things of that nature, and you always like see 1111 with you, or you go into a building that you do like the spa treatment or this vacation resort or whatever, and you see 1111, that's just confirmation that yeah, this is the person who's supposed to be here to show you what love is. Okay, what self-love is, what pampering and taking care of yourself means. And this could be really a friend, but it could turn into a relationship. That's why I feel it says patience here, right? And you may be confused. Oh, no, it's confession. But they will eventually like tell you that they really, have some really true deep feelings for you, Aries. So just having this moment of just exploring and having fun and going, going on good quality dates that let you know, this person really likes me. This person really cares for me. All right. So you got chalk wood here. Middle of the deck is observer. 49 breaking down to that breaks down to 3. Then you got 36 breaking down to 9. Come close to the edge, bottom of the deck. All right. So your card fire signs is chalk wood. 42 break it down to 6. So I always look at this particular card when I'm reading is like cleaning out stale energy, right? Cleaning or decluttering things from your life, whether it be person, place, or thing. Um, Wood is like that fire, is that earth element. So getting grounded, fire signs, because you're fire, you know, you can burn things down. But during this Gemini season, it's going to be weird because it's an air element and things are moving really quickly for some. And we can get caught up in a lot of stuff, right? But you're kind of going to be like the air signs where you're going to have to get grounded, especially like Libra. And I think Aquarius had that, or Gemini rather. So, you know, just getting a little more grounded, getting real with yourself, and clearing out this energy that's just not needed. So really like doing a spring cleaning, even in your house, getting this energy out of your house. That's also part of self-love. They say people who like have junky rooms and junky cars, like they always like have like clutter all over the place, like they're suffering from some depression, mental illness. Disclaimer, I'm not, you know, not a psychiatrist or anything like that, but you know, just reading from somebody who comes from that and understands about mental health, that you know, maybe this person will be there to come help clean up. They see that you're struggling with some things and they know this, and they'll come there to help, particularly Aries, right? To help clean up your house and declutter some things, get some things out of the home that doesn't need to be there, because it holds all that clutter and stuff, holds a different type of energy, and that holds that negativeness in there, if you will. So yeah, and then, you know, just doing like a whole spiritual cleaning in your house as well, if you can. If you're into that, you know, you could do that. All right, so that is for the fire signs. All right, let's talk to the earth. So Virgo is the next of the calendar. I'm going my calendar, so Virgo is the next in the Gregorian calendar. Where the heck is why is that split up like that? That's very weird. Okay. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Virgo is a mutable sign, and they like Sagittarius, like Gemini. They're just like, you know, going with the flow of things, but they're Earth energy, so they know how to get grounded. They can get grounded. It's just that they are immutable, so their actions are interchangeable. Virgos are sister signs of Pisces, so they're artistic, like artsy, very detail oriented people. What else? They could be a little vain in some ways, but they're good. They're good-hearted people as well. That Earth energy. So I don't really got too much about Virgo. Shout out to my master teacher, my mother. She's a Virgo. So they're peculiar with love. It's just like they're good without relationship. They're good with or without children. Like they're good. They know how to just chill and just go with the flow of their thing here. So what do we have here for Virgo during Gemini season? All right. Ooh, see what I just said? Y'all could be good with or without somebody. You got Man of Heart here. The King of Cups in reverse. What did I say? Three of Pentacles, middle of the deck, strategy card. And bottom of the deck is the Caring Connection. All right, Gemini energy, Lovers card here. Gemini, let's see what's cooking, because you got this man holding a heart here in reverse. So you may be not wanting to, you know, be the Caring Connection. You could be dealing with a Gemini or a water sign here with Archangel Michael right underneath this. So it could be just very superficial for you, Virgo, and you may want something a little more stable. If you're dealing with a Pisces, because I know Virgo and Pisces, that you're dealing with each other, and that could be a hit or miss with you. So let's see, we got 45, breaking down to 9. So that's an ending. And then 14 breaking down to 5, that's change. So nothing. I mean, you know, if you got to do what you got to do, Virgo, then do what you got to do. clarify, what is this man holding the heart? Okay, let's clarify. What's this man here? All right. So we got 9 of Cups. So water energy again. Bottom of the deck is the 3 of Swords in reverse. So, Pisces. You could be dealing with Pisces, like I said. There's 9 of Cups and this man holding the heart here. This is water energy. I feel like it's just somebody's not fulfilling your needs, or you just are like over this person, or you're just asking for more stability, or this is just a sexual thing, and this is just like it is what it is. And you know, here in Gemini season is where you need to kind of you need to communicate this with this person or with people. You know, somebody could be wanting to just, or people wanting, family members wanting to this could be family members giving fake love and you having to call it out, Virgo. That's interesting. Okay. So yeah, just letting people know how you feel. Not wanting to be taken advantage of, because Virgos they can be family oriented. If they are a parent, they definitely will go, go all out for their family. Oh, all right, let's keep it pushing. Let me see something really quick, Virgo. Yeah, somebody's taking advantage of your kindness, Virgo. Okay. And this could be a water sign. There's some type of manipulation going on here. Or they're just like sexual. It's just like a sexual thing with them, or it could be with you, Virgo. But somebody needs to be told that, listen, I just don't want it to be a sexual thing. You need to let them know that I don't want just that. I want it all. Because this 9 of Cups is about fulfillment or wish fulfillments as well. And you want it all. Say it with your chest out, Virgo. Okay? Say it with your chest out. What is this 9 of Cups? Wow, 4 of Cups. Yeah, a lot of water energy, but this could be just a lot of emotion involved, because Virgos can be emotional. And again, this is the sign of Pisces. You got the 6 of Pentacles, middle of the deck. Yeah, you need to, it's this give and take. And then the Star card, Aquarius energy, but she's got that water there. So it's like, yeah, this ebb and flow, give and take. You could be putting in and them not giving back to you the way you're putting in, or vice versa. So clarifying this 9 of Cups is the 4 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you don't want to, you just don't want to do this no more, Virgo. But you have to let somebody know, because somebody could be just thinking it's a sexual thing. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. They could just be thinking it's sexual. And you may not be liking that. You may want to have, I feel like you want more, obviously. Who wouldn't want more? Like, it's not just wanting my body all the time. Like mind, body, and soul. Like, let's make this a thing. Let's make this official. You're gonna have to speak up during this Gemini season, okay, Virgo? Let's move into the romance. It's clearly a romance reading for you guys. Yeah, this is a connection going on here. I feel like you may be because you're not confrontational. So I feel like you don't want to speak up. You don't want to ruffle people's feathers. But I mean, so what? You want to continue being used? I mean, listen, you gotta, that's what you want, and that's what you want. You want to continue the relationship to be as it is, then fine. But if you want more, or you just don't want your body being used that way, then you're gonna have to speak up. Okay. Gemini season is giving us that opportunity to speak up and be spicy. Okay. If you gotta tell somebody off, then you tell somebody off. But because you're taking care, you're protecting yourself. Okay. What else? So what is this romance about? Somebody could be emotionally unavailable for whatever reason, or you're emotionally unavailable. You've detached yourself from this. Okay. Or somebody is emotionally immature. Yeah. Well, if they're only thinking with their little head. Mm-hmm. Deeply. Okay. Commitment, middle of the deck. Bottom of the deck is love. I was just gonna say somebody's love bombing you. So it makes you think that they really like love you, or they really are into you and they really like you, but all it's just like it's like sexual. Look deeply within, discover your soul purpose in your relationship. That's what I'm saying. You gotta speak up. If you feel like these people are people, family members, whoever, you feel like they're just love bombing you. Because I feel like they give you like this, oh, I admire you. Like y'all know what love bombing is. I'm not gonna get into all this. They show up with the flowers, like they try to be attentive and things like that. But there's something just lacking, and I feel like they're just like emotionally unavailable for you, Virgo, or this is you. There's this imbalance. I think somebody's not understanding what the true meaning of love is. So that's why they like love bomb. They don't know how deep your love goes, Virgo. So you need to tap into that, then that intuition, so you could say what you're really gonna say to somebody and say it. What else? That's a lot. We got cycles, liars. Bottom of the deck is health. So these two cards came out. I'm gonna take them but you got liars. Be careful of someone is sneaky, and then cycles, karma, fate. Something's ending, something's beginning. So yeah, you may need to end this. Wally's in the building. Salute, Wally. Yeah, you may have to end this, because I feel like somebody's just like gaslighting you, love bombing you. They're trying to show up, but they don't know how to show up, and you're tired of it. You're tired of the back and forth. So that's what I have for you, Virgo. Okay. This month is going to have you be able to speak up. All right, Capricorn. Let's go ahead on to Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Capricorns are the goats of the zodiac. They like a Scorpio, not Scorpio, but no Scorpio, maybe. But a Taurus is what I was thinking, are the bosses. They know how to get that money and save, and just very much so business oriented is Capricorn. Capricorn is the father of the zodiac, and they are the not cardinals. They are the leaders. What, cardinals? Yes, cardinals. And the father of the zodiac. Okay, so let me just eat this really quickly. Sorry, because I didn't really have breakfast this morning. I had a cup of tea and some croissant. That's not breakfast. So, okay, let's go ahead on. Sun, Moon, Rising for and Venus for Capricorn. There's not too much really other with Capricorn. They could be stubborn. They can be a little stalkerish. Mm-hmm. They could be a little possessive, but yeah, and that's male and female. But I mean, otherwise they're good people. They're funny. Like to have a good time. It's stable in relationships. They kind of give me Virgo vibes with the I could take or leave a relationship. Like Capricorn is like I'm good with or I'm good without a relationship. They give me those vibes. All right, so let's see what's going on for you guys in Gemini season. Okay. Oh, as I speak, I didn't say that about somebody else and romance showed up. Virgo. That's why. Okay, so Capricorn, you could be dealing with a Virgo. Middle of the deck is door to personal healing and happiness. So somebody's bringing happy people and R. Kelly or Capricorn. And then you got victory here, Sun card, bottom of the deck. Okay, hold on. Let me finish this little piece. You got the Ace of Cups, so it's a beginning relationship, 33, master number 33. So it could be a water sign or a cusp water Leo energy that you're dealing with or that you could be dealing with soon. And this person could be being brought to around the summertime, okay, with this daughter romance. And then there goes that little path, just like we saw with the other path, the door to happiness. So this person is bringing happiness into your life. They're bringing joy. They're bringing fun. Right? It's not just lovey-dovey per se, but they're bringing like this happiness, this healing. Who's got healing over here? Is it Virgo too? No, not Virgo. Who is it? Aries, I think. Right? Something like that. But yeah, you're having someone bring that to you. All right. Or you're bringing that to somebody, which is all good. It's all good. All right. Let's clarify a little bit here. What is this daughter romance? And this is a small window, Capricorn. So see how the door is not completely open, but it's open just enough for you to get through it. Yeah. The time is short. The time is ticking. But I feel like right now it's not open. But in this Gemini season, it's starting to, the wheels and the motion is starting to turn. It's starting to happen. Where, like I said, June, Cancer starts in June, end of June. So next month, look out for this, somebody coming through for you. All right, so clarifying that is the Eight of Swords, Page of Wands, middle of the deck. And bottom of the deck is the Six of Pentacles. Mm-hmm. Hold on, y'all. Where was that? That little thing just went off. I was vibing with that one. Hold on. Just I wasn't being good in the groove. Okay. Okay. So you have here the Eight of Swords to the door to romance. So you may not be wanting to really like, is this really for real? Like, is this, like really believing that this is somebody for you. Been through a lot of storms, Capricorn, and you may not even be trusting yourself, like trusting love, like just being exposed and open. But yeah, this person is being brought to you divinely. So if you let this door shut by, it's gonna take another couple of months or a year for that so-called right person to come through for you. So six here, yeah, next month, because we got the Six of Pentacles here. So yeah, this is like that, that karma cycle, that wheel, this give and take, this ebb and flow. It's your turn, it's your time now, right? 6 months ago might not have been right during your birthday season, but now we're going to be 6 months in. June is the 6th month. So yeah, believe that this is the right time for you. Eight of Swords. Swords is air energy too. Then you got Ace of Pentacles. Right. The Sun. Middle of the deck, bottom of the deck is the Nine of Swords. So I just wanted to clarify a little bit about this Eight of Swords here. You got the Ace of Pentacles. So here you go, showing up in your reading by Earth energy. And yeah, I feel like birthday season, beginning of the year, so-called beginning of the year, just wasn't right for you. But now we're leaving spring soon, and we're about to enter into season, summer season. And yeah, this is when somebody will be, presented to you, for you. Somebody who's emotionally mature, emotionally stable, and financially stable. Okay. They're not out to hurt you. They're not out to make you feel, ashamed or cold or left out or lack. They're here to, they might be here to, financially provide with you as well, because you guys are good financial providers. So let's see what's going on in the love department. Okay. Could be dealing with an air sign, water sign, or another earth sign like yourself. So there's a lot of signs up on the table for you, or fire sign, Leo specifically. All right, so you got signs here. Middle of the deck is honor. Right, trusting your feelings, honoring your feelings. And then we got rekindle. Every relationship has magical moments that can be rekindled. This could be somebody from the past, but pay attention to the signs. Watch out for signs leading to true love. I'm getting more summertime, Summer bunnies drive me crazy. Yeah, y'all listen to that. If you listen to R. Kelly anymore, I don't know. But summertime, summer love. Okay. So what else? Let's see what else. This time. Signs and synchronicity. Signs and synchronicity. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so something just opened up for you in regards to relationships, Capricorn. Like, when I say like literally just open up, I mean like within a day or two. Okay, this energy just opened up for you. So you got a window of opportunity, and once the windows close, that's it. You're gonna have to wait the next cycle out. Okay, so if you want to get into a relationship and you feel like you're ready and now's the time, well, now's the time. Okay, divorce, experience a breakup. That's that Nine of Swords energy here. Yeah, you might have been okay, so Capricorn, you could be wanting to get back, or they want to get back, and you guys had a break, or I don't know if you had a divorce. There are situations where people get back together after a divorce. Listen, we got spy, middle of the deck. Someone's got their eye on you. Mm-hmm. Bottom of the deck is let go. Make room for new beginnings. So this could be a Capricorn single, Capricorn married. However, you guys, something's coming back around for you. Okay, yeah, with this karmic, with this 8, this infinity, something's coming back around for you. Maybe just some things in the relationship, the marriage. It's just you see now things are working. Maybe you guys are on better communication terms. I don't know, Capricorn. Sometimes I'm a hopeless romantic. I'm always rooting for love. But you just recognizing the signs and talking to somebody and really getting to understand things better. Maybe the divorce was in haste, or just the separation was in haste. Okay. And if this is not the case, and this is about someone new coming to you, just know that they could be recently divorced or newly divorced. And you both are newly divorced, and that's something that you have in common. So you guys are, taking your time talking with each other. Whatever, Capricorn, just know that good times are going to be coming in the next couple of months, specifically next month, starting next month. Okay. All right. So let's move on to Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus of the Earth sign. My last favorite sign is Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. Taurus is the fifth of the zodiacs. They like a Leo, like a Pisces, like a Cancer. They wear their little hearts on their sleeves. They're the doers, the muscles. They know how to get money. Apparently, they are the luckiest of the zodiac as far as getting money pretty much by any means. They are the luckiest. So rubbing a Taurus's shoulder for good luck might help. They are the bulls, so you don't want to ruffle bulls' feathers because they do see red. They can get a little emotional, but for the most part, they're sweethearts too. They're cool. They're kind of reserved. They don't really, they're not really that rah jumping out the hat type thing, but they can. They will if they need to turn up. So, all right, so that's for Earth. Let's see here now. Let's see what's going on for you guys. Gemini season. You just had a birthday, so that's why you laugh. Oops. So it showed up daughter spirit. Okay, so there's something spiritually divine for you right now, or something spiritually showing up for you, Taurus. Okay, could be your spirit guides, your ancestors. There is a window. There's, for some reason, I don't know, I have to look it up, but there is a window. There's a portal where there's like ancestors, deceased loved ones. Maybe it's just me. They've been communicating. Like, okay, guys. So that could be something for you, Taurus. Just for Taurus. That's so much. We saw Archangel Michael show up there. Okay. All right. Sheesh. All these high, like a lot of celestial spiritual stuff for you right now, Taurus. Because nothing's popping out, but it's just like when the cards are flipping, it's just showing like the angel guys. But I just need one card. Just one card. You don't want to give me one card. All right. So we got Archangel Metatron and the Death card here. All right. So 20 and 40. We got 6 combined together. So that is your 6th chakra. So your pineal gland. Yes. And then the bottom of the deck is the yin and yang. All right. So you may are having like a spiritual awakening, Taurus. And there's this physical part of you that's, metaphorically speaking, dying. There's some old beliefs. Yeah, we just talked about this. So Gemini is bringing this with the Saturn and Aries, this ending old belief systems, and or you may be wrestling with consciousness and spiritual consciousness and things of that nature, but just know that that is a good thing for you. You probably need this spark. You need to tap into that because you're earth. So you're more grounded. You're more the physical, and now the spiritual is trying to tap in with you. There's that door of spirit, like I said, that's opening up for you. Let me clarify. What is this? What is this with Metatron? Metatron has to deal with technology as well. So, you may want to do some research in regards to the esoteric world or the spiritual world. I don't know. Here we go with this door again. Yeah. So there's like this opportunity, a small window, a small opportunity that's happening for you right now. Gemini, Taurus, while you're in Gemini season, it's just to kind of like let, and you're ruled by Venus. So that's the planet of love and money. It's like shaking off these old paradigms, these old ways of thinking, believing, and seeing a new way, but like through a new, like your third eye, new sight. Okay. All right, so clarify this. If that's making sense, Taurus, if I don't want to get too like wooey with you guys, but I could better show you than tell you. Okay? So let's see. So the Nine of Pentacles, and there you go, showing up. The King of Wands is reverse, fire energy is the Sun card here. So letting this new way of consciousness, I don't want to say spirituality, but everything may be just physical with you, and this is like spiritually something is going to be tapping in with you, angels, spirit guides. So clarifying this Metatron and this death card here is the Nine of Pentacles. So that's you. Earth energy is Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is somebody who's like financially stable, mentally stable. They have it all together. And they don't really want for anything or anyone. So and I don't really get too much that this is like a relationship reading for you per se, but more like a relationship, like, but in the spiritual world. So like your ancestors could be wanting to, tap in and reach out to you, or they are trying to, and it's you just needing to maybe get a little more centered. Okay, maybe a little more focused. Okay. Let's move on. Let's move on to your romance. Even though I don't see this as a romance reading per se, but let's see what's going on here. You might, your spirit guides or your ancestors could be bringing someone to you who is like you, grounded. Maybe you need to be grounded. Maybe you're a little too like spacey, and you need somebody to bring you down, balance you out, not bring you down in a bad way, because we have this yin and yang here, right? Bottom of the deck. So somebody is balancing you out, or you're balancing somebody out. Okay. And they could very much well be another earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus like yourself. Okay. All right. So let's see what's going on in the romance department. Okay. So enlightenment, see? With enlightenment, there is no separation. We recognize that we are one with the divine. Yeah. So God, source, Allah, Jah, is bringing some enlightenment to you. It could be somebody who, if you're not like that type of person, there's somebody bringing this type of knowledge to you that is helping you so you can get enlightened. You got attraction here, middle of the deck, a divine soul counterpart, attraction, superficiality, right? It's not, yeah, and connection. Your connection is eternal and unbreakable. So this could be somebody from your spirit guides, or or God's just bringing you somebody that is needed in your life during this time, and it may not necessarily have to be romantic, but just helping you see the light. See the light. They could be religious. There's nothing wrong with that. Or they could be coming from another religion. You're interested. This could be a message. This is my son's message. Or just somebody helping you to see a different way, but more in like the spiritual world. Okay, if that makes sense for you. So what else? Could be something that you prayed for or they prayed for. We got intimacy here. Okay, so sexual chemistry, reminiscing with this enlightenment. I think it's more not so much sexual driven. This is more just like you being closer to somebody, being more intimate. You have your own personal relationship, your own intimate relationship with whoever you believe in, right? As far as like creator, source, divine. And then we got the bottom of the deck, someone's got their eye on you. So this could be somebody just watching from afar, social media, social connection. But I don't really get too much like just the sexual. This could be just your own personal relationship with God, with source, Allah, Jah, your spirit guides, your ancestors, all that good stuff. This could be that you're having your own personal relationship, your own awakening during this time, because Gemini is a air sign and it's ruled by Mercury. That has to do with communication. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Taurus. All right, that's a beautiful reading. I like it. We ended off with a nice note. Don't necessarily have to be about relationship with another person per se. Okay. All right, let's get all of the earth signs, the wisdom oracle, and then we will be out of here. All right. So what is the message for the earth sign? Okay. Let's see here now. What do we have for the earth signs? Okay, so we got peace. I like that. I like how that ends off. We got TikTok, middle of the deck, number 30. And then bottom of the deck is mending in reverse, mending. So your card, earth signs, is 23, breaking down to 5. We got peace here. We got the dove. The dove is like that sign of God's covenant with us, or source, Allah, name you want to give, right? And with 23 breaking down to 5, that's about change. There could be some conflicts. You could be having internal conflicts with yourself, trying to wrestle with the physical and the spiritual world, if you will. But there's this peace, there's this calm that's coming to you, earth signs, that no person, don't matter who you're dating, who you're having a sexual relationship with, there's this peace that is going to be upon you that no one could feel that. And the only See, I don't want to get too biblical, but I'm gonna have to break it down because only God can give you a certain type of peace that no man or woman could fill for you, is what I'm trying to say. Um, Specifically, is it Virgo and then it's Taurus? You guys are gonna have like this divine, divine encounters or some spiritual encounters or just getting into the spiritual consciousness. And that's because it's God, it's source, it's creator, most high that is trying to tap in with you. Because you might be too worldly and you need to get back in with source and get connected and reconnected. And no physical person, no, you can't sex it away. You can't love it away and make it fit. No, there's no replacement for creator, source. Okay, so that's, you're getting that peace, and that peace can only be provided by your personal relationship, your intimate relationship with God, source, most high, Jah, Allah. Okay. All right. So earth signs, that's what I have for you. That's what I have for all of the signs in Gemini season. I want to keep saying Genesis. Okay. So outro. Okay, so we're finished. I thought I'd be finished earlier. I was trying to get out early, but we did it. We did it in 3 hours. So just wrapping up the readings, and tomorrow is my last official day of doing personal readings. The calendar is closed. I know somebody wanted to get in, but I closed it, and I already have a couple of people in tomorrow that I'm going to be reading for. So everybody was getting in like at the last minute. Check back on my community page or the post page and YouTube to see when I will be opening up the calendar. Most likely towards like September, the end of September, fall season, is when I will most likely open up the calendar again. But just double check, just keep your eye out on when I post. I always try to post almost all, like every day on my community section, but sometimes I just don't have nothing to say. Like, what am I just posting just to be posting? But I will keep you all informed. And again, I appreciate those that did book a reading with me in these past couple of weeks. And just be mindful about what is going on around you. What are you consuming physically, spiritually, metaphysically, emotionally, right? Just really being mindful. We're in some auspicious moments and times. I've been hearing people throwing a lot of we're the distractions, and there's distractions. Everything is a distraction. This is a distraction. Stay focused. Stay mindful about everything. Use your discernment. If it's too good to be true, then chances are it might be too good to be true. Then it's not true, right? What you're eating, pay attention to what you're eating, what you're drinking, what you're watching, who you're around, who your family members are around, who your children are around, who's your spouse around. Be mindful about that. Now is the time to just get really guarded up with your energy, because people are out here trying to cipher it. They want to harness that, and social media is a good place to do that. If you're open, this is a portal when you get onto these apps and things of that nature. So when you're opening yourself up that way, you're exposing something. So be mindful about how you're exposing yourself, your family, what you do, things of that nature. All right, this is what I have for you. We'll see you guys on the flip side. Again, check the post section. Also, I'll let you know when I'm doing a Mindful Monday or Mindful Monday. I haven't done that in like a couple of weeks. So yeah, just check back in that section. Yeah, man, you missed the whole reading. I think fire might have been like at the 2 hour mark. It might be roughly around that. So you could fast forward to there, Wally. But yeah, shall we? All right, y'all. So I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Peace out. Thank you. And yes, thank you for everybody that came. Thank you for everybody that watching. Make sure to hit the like button and comment in the comment section so that this could keep this live circulating in the YouTube streets. All right. Thank you.